Uh, wait. It's required. Yeah. Uh, Gucci, we live.
Let's do it, baby.
We live.
Yeah. We back with another one. Y'all know what it is and who it is. Four Corners Boxing, 15 Rounds of Boxing podcast.
Yeah.
Y'all already know. So to the right of me, you know, ball for ball, Mr. Uno.
You know.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? What's good?
And then over here, the Mr. Man, oh man. Let's talk about it. Got more phrases than Saks Fifth got belts. The Maniac.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
And then you got me, you know,
The heavyweight champion of the world.
Fight Night
Mo.
Salute to you guys.
And as you can see, we waiting on our brother handling his duties. Fight Night X will be in the building with us shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get it twisted. Get it straight. You dig?
Yes, he will.
But in the meantime,
How was you fellas' week, man?
what's going on?
Good,
What's going
man.
on,
What up
Mike?
with y'all?
Mike,
What's going on? What's going
man,
on?
Good. There was a good week of boxing.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of activity. There's a lot of activity in boxing.
Mhm.
A lot of activity with
Lot
the
of going
Olympics
on.
and all that shit too. You know, shout out to the Olympics.
Olympics is looking good.
USA.
Shout
You
out to
heard?
Omari Jones.
Yeah.
Going home a bronze medal.
Shout out to
Congratulations
USA.
on that.
Everybody doing their thing out there. We doing heavy golds.
But without further ado, we got a treat for you guys tonight.
Yes, we do.
We got a
Yes, we
special
do.
guest.
Yes, we do.
In the back,
Waiting in the
Ready
back,
to-
patience.
ready to get released. The pit bull that he is. You know,
Yeah.
He's got one of the best heavyweights in the world.
What?
We are talking about Terry Lane, manager of the Chinese boxing sensation, Big Bang
Bang
Zang.
Zang.
What you call him, Maniac?
Big bang, jiggalang, dang, dang,
Zang.
Yeah.
Listen, we have nobody, no other than one of the lanes, the Mills Lanes legacy. Let's get it right.
Yes.
Mills Lanes legacy.
Yeah, get it
Terry
right.
Lanes. Welcome to the show, Terry.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, fellas? It's good to be here. It's good to be here, hanging out with you knuckleheads for a bit. But yeah, it's been a good weekend of boxing. But happy to be on. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Pretty good,
We're
man.
doing
Pretty good.
Thank you for your time. We know you're really busy. You know, you out handling business on the other side, the West Coast. And so we thank you for your time and joining us. So let's start this off, fellas.
No further ado.
With no
right?
further ado. So Terry, for the people that don't know, could you just give a little quick rundown about who you are and what it is you do and who you represent?
Yeah, so I mean, I grew up around boxing my whole life. We're a boxing household in the Lane household. Actually, I'm at my parents' house right now. But yeah, my brother and I, out of college, we started Let's Get It On Promotions, kind of keep the Let's Get It On kind of brand in boxing, doing small shows in Reno. Worked our way up to some world title opportunities with some fighters we represented. We do a lot of work with Top Rank, who've been great partners. And then somewhere along the line, I got this crazy opportunity to work with Chinese boxers that wanted to transition from the Chinese national team to pros. And I found myself in this situation where I was representing at one point 3 Chinese boxers, including Zhang Zhilei. Some of them have gone back to China. Some of them have re-entered the amateur system there because you can do that there. It's unusual, something we're not very used to. But right now, Zhang Zhilei is keeping me pretty damn busy, and the money's good. So I've been focusing on that. I've got, I entered the business about 2006. So coming on the better part of 20 years here. I can't even believe I'm, saying that, but here we are.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's great.
So we know you have the history, you and your brother, coming from the legendary, referee and judge, your father, Mills Lane. What was the household like? What was the upbringing coming up for you and your brother? And being around all of these type of, boxing influencers, fighters, promoters, like, what was it that sparked you and your brother to say, you know what, I want to follow in this industry as well?
Well, I mean, growing up, with my dad as being my dad, I mean, going to some of these boxing events are some of my earliest memories. I mean, literally my first memories. Even like I can think of the smells and the sounds. The first fight I remember actually going to, where I can actually remember the fight itself, was Pernell Whitaker versus Paez. It was here in Reno. It was a world title fight. It was like, and just the atmosphere. Just I think, like, whether I knew it or not, and I didn't, subconsciously, I think that's when the bug might have bit me. I mean, that early on, I was just a kid. Tommy was not even speaking words there, but he was there. But it was so normal to us. I thought, like, your kind of distorted mind when you're a child. I kind of thought every one of my classmates, they go and they would watch their dads referee world title fights on the weekend. I thought it was just like the most normal thing ever. But look, I grew up around it, and I entered the business after my dad had his stroke in 2002. So I learned a lot of the business on the job, and sort of I can speak for my brother to say that as well. So it's a tough business, but a lot of lessons learned. But I feel like kind of everything that I've learned up to this point now with Gillet has it's kind of coming to this kind of crescendo where it all paid off, and it is all paying off.
Okay, fellas.
Yeah. No, definitely, Terry, and you guys are doing a great job with Big Bang. So what's in what's the plans moving forward for him? We seen a fighter call him out, and Martin Bacoli, who he ripped up and coming heavyweight to shreds, man. Wow.
Yeah, that was ugly.
And we know Jang, he don't back down from no fights, man. So is that a fight that we might see in the near future, or you guys are aiming for bigger fish right now?
Well, the great thing right now with heavyweight boxing, it feels like anything is possible. I mean, the division is so hot right now that you have guys, you have the Bacolis of the world, you got the Ajit Caballels of the world, you got Parker coming back, you got Bacoli showing who he really is. I mean, God, unfortunately, all the belts are tied up with fights. Or I'm saying unfortunately for my selfish purposes.
Yeah.
But you got AJ fighting Dubois, and then you got the Usyk Fury rematch in December. I mean, it is such a hot division right now. I saw the fight with Bacoli. It was no surprise to me. I will say this: I got to be a little bit of a manager. Our goal is to a path to a world title fight. We've been chasing AJ and Fury for a long time, especially AJ, and he just doesn't want it. It's no secret in boxing; he just doesn't want it. We really would like to get the Parker rematch. We felt like that was a close fight.
Absolutely.
Gillet did a lot of mistakes. Made a lot of mistakes. We would like that interim WBO world title back on our belt, on our waist. So that's what we're pursuing. But, like I said, anything is possible in boxing. Anything is possible. But what a performance by Martin Bacoli. Hats off to him.
Yeah. And another thing, Terry, as far as the the word is that Jang, he tends to gas out late in fights, right? Is that a concern that you guys have? Does he have like a nutritionist, a strength and conditioning coach? What is the the plan with that when it comes to that part of Jang's repertoire?
Well, to be very honest, I mean, like, I see why people think that, but if you ask Gillet himself, if you ask Jang himself, it's not really a problem. We did make improvements to the team. We did get a new strength and conditioning coach, Scooter, out of Long Island. He's been awesome. That was after the first Joe Joyce fight. And then for the Wilder fight was the first time ever that Gillet actually worked with the nutritionist. I don't know if I should say this, but it's Chris Algieri. So, a New York guy, a boxer, who helped us out. And so, like, I mean, kind of firming up the team. We are seeing and feeling the improvements, but it's funny. When people say he gasses out, I get why they say that, but I go to myself, gosh, 3 weeks ago, I saw him go 12 rounds, no problem, with 3 fresh, young dudes, like, in sparring. So it's kind of hard to, like, do the math when you see something in the gym and then you're ringside at a fight and those two things aren't, like, adding up. They're not consistent. They're not translating. So I don't think it's a problem. I would really love for the opportunity for Gillet to show that he can go 12 hard rounds and win late rounds. But, look, in the Parker fight, he just kind of stopped fighting the last 4 rounds. I mean, he just did. And he says he wasn't tired, but he just stopped fighting.
Took his foot off the gas a bit in that fight. And I want to add on to that too, then, but you just saying that, Terry, it seems like, and this happens with all fighters, a lot of people don't understand the mental aspect that goes into the actual fight. You know what I mean? Some people just think it's all the work that you put in the gym, the sparring, But when you in the ring and you're fighting that opponent that has no kid the same way you have no kid, sometimes the mental lapses that fighters have determine the outcome. And so it may not even be output that they put in. It's just sometimes a mental block or something.
And everybody's different too. I mean, going to London where, the fans are looking for you to get your head chopped off.
Yeah.
Sometimes that was a motivating factor for Zhilei. And then when you go to Saudi and to Riyadh season, and like the whole atmosphere is so much different. It's like everybody responds differently under the lights, right? I think Zhilei is a very mentally strong guy, but I just got to kind of speak, give him his flowers and speak his praises. From August of 2022 till now, or through the Wilder fight, he did 5 fights in 22 months. He went Hrgovic, Joyce, Parker, Wilder. No heavyweight has that resume right now. No heavyweight has that resume.
Talk it, Terry. Listen about it. Yeah.
So I feel like he's earned his big fights. We have to see what shakes out in the watch. I always say this. The heavyweight game or boxing game, it's like a game of musical chairs, and you just do not want to be the last one standing. And so we're navigating this. We are working on the next fight. Some exciting stuff. There's 3 different locations that I was told. I can't really share a whole lot, but I think boxing fans are going to be really pleased with some of the stuff we're working on. And if we don't go to China next, we will go to China at some point in a historic fight.
That'd be crazy.
So Terry, also with the is it, I know you say you can't really, let the stuff out the bag, but is Turki Al-Sheikh involved? Because we know all his cards been amazing. Jang's last
those
fight
are events. Yeah, those are events.
Was on part of the 5-on-5, right? And we saw what happened. Yeah. So we know you guys work with Al-Sheikh already. Is that something, that's in the plans or already in the works?
Oh, you can't say top secret.
I can say already in the works. We're talking with with His Excellency. We talked with Queensberry, who is the promoter of the deal with the Saudis. So like they've been great to work with. But yeah, it's really, if it's not every day, it's every week that we're just sharing ideas, collaborating, getting updates. But again, to me sometimes it's a miracle that any of these fights ever take place, because the stars have to align on so many different fronts just to get the bell to ring for round 1. So it's always a process. I don't even care if it's a 4-rounder. 4-rounders are tough to make too. Shit. I mean, but like, it's a miracle.
That's real.
It's a miracle that any of these fights get made, but we're working with the best of the best. And Turki Al-Sheikh, I got to say, like, there's 2 aspects about his philosophy in boxing that I really love. He doesn't care about losses. Okay. If you come to fight with him and he likes you and you put it out in the ring and you work hard, he'll bring it back. He don't care if you lose. He doesn't mind. And he also really values activity, which is very important to us and very important to him.
Everywhere.
So look, I mean, to have someone like him kind of get everybody under the same tent and on the same damn page, it's unusual in boxing. But look, they are not taking their feet off the gas here. These Saudi guys. I mean, they're really pushing forward. So. Look, exciting stuff ahead. Really exciting stuff ahead.
Awesome, Terry. So, with that being said, what's an expected date that we can expect to see Zhang back in the ring? Can you give that, or is it still in the works and you can't really drop that information as of yet?
I wish I knew, man. That's one thing where like just nailing down a date for one example. It's such a moving target. It's really important to Zhang and to, I think, our team to fight before the end of the year. We had such a great run. We don't want to take, we don't want to stop the momentum. We don't want to stop the train. We don't want to stop the Zhang gang. So yeah, we're trying to fight before the end of the year. November's been talked about, and December's been talked about. So, I'm hoping we can keep that timeline, but things change.
Well, just want you to know, 4 corners, we team Zhang over here, man. So
definitely.
As soon as you get the word, Terry, just let us know, and we're definitely gonna promote that. We're definitely gonna promote that and get that going.
Appreciate that.
Another thing.
I'll let you guys know.
With that being said, as far as the history of all the boxing you've been around, what has been some of the best fights that you've seen, that you've been a part of, or that you've probably ever watched in history? Can you name 3 fights? Or maybe
Um,
5?
Man, I'll start. I'll speak on some personal stuff because I live in New York, so I'm a New York guy, but I go back and forth. But my guy from Yerington, Nevada, Jesse Brinkley, beat the brakes
Oh,
off of Curtis Stevens back in I think it was 2000 and was that 2009, and it earned him a shot against Lucien Bute for the IBF title at 168. That
Mm.
was a highlight of my career. So I'm sorry for all the Curtis Stevens fans out there. But the Chin Checkers, RIP. But
mm,
so Jesse Brinkley winning. I was not. He died too young. But the favorite fight my dad ever refereed was the rematch between Salvador Sanchez and Daniel Lil Red Lopez. So just watching the tape of that, was like Salvador Sanchez was just unbelievable fighter. I mean, died too young, so we don't talk about him a lot, but amazing fighter. I was at. My dad did not referee this fight, but I was at Tyson Holyfield #1. My dad did the co-feature with Moore and Bolfa, I think. I saw the rematch of Tyson and Bruno when he regained one of the belts after coming back from prison. So
That's when he just got
yeah.
back.
I was at home for the bite fight, and then like when I was in middle school, everybody thought I had like Evander's ear in my freezer, and it was like a rumor at school. So I mean that's a little anecdote I like to tell. And it got girls calling me. So I'm not going to
Oh
dispel
man.
that.
Hey.
That's an incentive.
I got horrible grades. So yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, just look. I mean, we've seen the ups and downs. I mean, like you guys have. We've seen, Showtime and HBO exit, which I never thought would happen. We've seen just all these shifts and things happening, and the fact that I'm still kind of even in the business is kind of incredible, I think. But listen, it's just a game of luck, man. It's kind of like life. You just got to be in the right place at the right time. You got to avoid being at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's a tough game, but once you're in it, you love it. You just can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, Terry, so let me ask you from, you just discussed some of the legacies of boxing, some of the great companies, promotions. From that era to this era, being a promoter, what adjustments do you think has to be made in the boxing game now as a promoter, as putting on fights from back then to now to stand up to the realm of what the times are now, like the elevation, things that you
I
see?
will. I don't know if I have a great answer for you. I will say this: 10 years ago, everybody was very pessimistic about the future of boxing. Things have started to change a little bit. I mean, we have like the great money that's coming in, that's getting paydays for fighters that have earned their way and have like struggled, from such a young age, and they're coming from Saudi Arabia and whatnot. But there was this time, and I'm not knocking Floyd, but like I think he coined the phrase "face of boxing." And my brother makes a really good point. If you have a face of boxing, that is not good for boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You want many faces of boxing, because you need known guys to fight each other. Now you got a bunch of heavyweights. You got AJ, you got Jay, you got Fury, you got all these guys. We just talked about Piccoli. Then you got like the Tanks of the world. You got so many stars. I think social media had a lot of help to do with this too. But you have so many stars now that like you can kind of see the fights. At the highest level, no one needs to have a matchmaker. The fights make themselves. But I've seen in the last 2 to 3 years, fights that like may have not gotten made 10 years ago get made quicker. I hope this trend continues, but man, like 10 years ago, people were like, oh, UFC's taking over. It's all MMA. Boxing's just going to be like, horse racing. You'll watch it once a year and that's it. But now it's on every weekend. The schedule is always filled. You always got something to look forward to. So I don't know exactly what happened. It's probably a combination of a lot of things, but whatever happened, I hope we still ride this wave.
I could give you a hint. His Excellency, because at that point in time, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's the money, and that's the money Mayweather era, the money Mayweather ever. But at that point in time, it was everybody was trying to get their biggest dollar, because you never knew who or where you're going to get it from. You know what I mean? So it was even more wild west than it is now. But it's slowly, the corral's starting to slow down more so now. The collaborations are happening now, where that the promotions, them themselves don't have to necessarily worry about so much the give and take of the the share of the funds or the upfront or the back end, and it takes a lot of pressure off of them. Just saying, you know what? All right, so now that part is taken care of, I don't have no problem with my fighters fighting this fighter or that fighter. So that doesn't necessarily have to be a face, so to say, because the faces of as far as the business go are starting to get more intact. You know what I mean? It's starting to become more level field.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's one thing to say like, yeah, you can get the money right, you can make two guys fight each other. No question there. But the money is so right that you're getting,
Exactly.
Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren working together.
Exactly.
Like,
that's
everybody's eating. Everybody's eating. Like it's so like,
everybody's eating.
So, and you needed kind of this injection in the arm in boxing to maybe just kind of jumpstart it. But look, I mean, we're not even a year into this Riyadh season thing. I mean, and like just it has changed the game. It has.
Definitely has.
And not for nothing, hold on real quick, because our brother's in the building. You heard he just stepped in the building. So let's change the way we looking on this camera the right way for the finale. You know what I mean? My brother Fight Night X, I know what it is and who it is in the building. You dig. So come join this great interview with our man Terry Lane.
Terry, so we know right now, Jang is hot. You guys got one of the more popular fighter, not only in the heavyweight division, but in boxing. Do you guys have any other fighters that you have? Are people knocking on your door like, listen, man, we want part of the Lane family?
I've gotten some interesting calls. I have put a lot of eggs in the basket of China, though. It's going to take a couple of years, but there's some really interesting things happening in China that is only happening because of Zhilei's overnight superstardom explosion over there. And it got boxing. He took boxing from here to China to here. And we've got some partners over there. We're working on some really interesting stuff. And so there will be some boxing talent coming out of China. I can promise you that. It's going to take a little time to develop, but it's new. And that's kind of what gets my juices going on about it. It's something that it's untapped territory. Boxing is not in China like it is anywhere else, but we're trying to bring it into kind of like the Western world and get these fighters known, just like we did with Zhilei. So look, there's fighters over there. They're good. We're going to cultivate the talent. We're going to show them over here in the United States and the UK. We're going to show them on TV. It's just going to take a little time.
Terry, what's going on, man? Fight Night Dex, glad to meet you. I'm hearing the interviews. I'm loving what I'm hearing. Big Bang. Wherever the fight is at, he's down to fight. That's what I love most about him. Whether we fighting in the U.S., in the U.K., in Saudi, when the fight is on, he's in the ring, putting on.
You're damn right, man. He's made my job really easy, to be honest with you. He's a great guy to work for.
Okay.
All right. So Terry, question: how was that? You can be honest. You could take your promoter hat off on this one, but how was it having that last victory with Zhang versus Wilder? Because that was a fight that everybody listen. A lot of people say, well, he's old, he's 40 years old, he's too slow, he gasses out. Listen, the last 3 out of 4 that faced him, they caught the NyQuil. So
yeah, he does hand out NyQuil.
Listen, the Wilder fight's a fight we wanted. We wanted that fight really, really badly. And again, with Wilder back, a year ago with PBC, and we didn't really know, like, there was no path for Zhang Zhilei to fight Deontay Wilder. It just wasn't even something that was on our radar. But because of the Riyadh season stuff, and Wilder lost to Parker, then we lost to Parker, I've never been offered a fight so quickly. I don't even know that there might be footage of this. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. We got offered the Wilder fight walking out of the ring after a loss to Parker. Wow. Walking out of the ring. Al Sheik was right there. Frank Warner's right there. We got pulled aside. Our lawyer was right there. We had like a little powwow. I was like, what do you guys think about Deontay Wilder on June 1st? We said, let's do it. I mean, like, it got made like that. So I think they've already had this in mind, of course. But we wanted that fight. We felt really great about the fight. We had a great camp for the fight. And I got to say, like, Zhang took some shots from Deontay in that last, I think, like the 5th round. He took like 2 or 3 really clean shots, and he said Deontay still got the power. According to Zhang, Deontay still got the power. If he wants to fight some more, he can. If he wants to go down to Bridgeweight, he can absolutely do that. It's up to any man, what they want to do in terms of their own career. But like, we just thought it was a matter of time though, and like everybody talks about the left hand, but Jalay has that sneaky little check right hook that comes over the top for these, the orthodox fighters. And look, he timed it right. Deontay took a risk, so did Jalay, and he caught him on the kisser, and then put him out.
The Joe Joyce knockout and the Deontay knockout, he's racking up some high real heavyweight.
So Terry, we know that going into the Wilder fight, right? It was also announced that Wilder was supposed to fight Jared Anderson on this Riyadh season 1. Was there any extra motivation for that? Kind of like, they overlooking Jang, like, Wilder's gonna beat him, and then we're gonna put him in with the young lion so we could put American heavyweight against American heavyweight. Oh, y'all just that didn't, y'all didn't care. Y'all just did what y'all had to do.
Well, so leading up to the fight, we did hear that. But then the night of the fight, we're in the back watching all the other fights, and His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh says he thinks Wilder's going to win. And if Wilder wins, they wanted to do Wilder versus AJ on the September show in Wembley. So we're thinking, do you want to make... I mean, it's on. You can watch it, and you can replay the whole show. And he said that we're back there going like, are we going into our execution here? But like no one can control what happens in the ring, and no one can control what happens in the ring. So we said, all right, I guess we're just going to have to show him. And I mean, the statement Jalay made was tremendous, because not only did he knock him out, he knocked him out quicker than even Fury did, and he took his shots and he took them well. But yeah, no, it was leading up. It was like, we want to do Deontay and we want to do Jared Anderson. Oh no. Oh, we want Deontay is going to win and we're going to do the AJ fight. We've always wanted to make that fight. So we're just thinking like, what are we, chop liver? But that's why you fight the fights. That's why you fight the fights.
They woke the beast up making a statement like that in front of you guys.
Yeah.
What's up with that Joe Parker rematch, Terry?
We're working on it, man. It's the fight we really want, and I think it makes sense. Joe's
one that I really want for him
too. Yeah. And listen,
it was a close fight.
He let it flip. He let it
get away from him. It was a close fight, man. He had him down.
He dropped him
Absolutely
twice.
Did.
I think that's
because
split his head.
Because of that, he said, look, Jalay thought he had 8 rounds up with the 2 knockouts. He thought he was cruising. I got to at least speak for my client a little bit. He did think he was like, I kind of had this in the bag. But then he just didn't fight for 4 rounds. I mean, if he would have thrown like 10 more punches, he wins the fight. I mean, it just was one of those things that you look back on, you're like, what the hell happened there? But
yes,
look, everybody else is tied up. Besides Usyk, besides Dubois, besides AJ, besides Fury, you got Parker and you got Zhang right up there. I say we run it back. We run it back.
We're saying it here. You guys hear it first. So here on 15 Rounds of Boxing, let's run it back. Parker versus Zhang. Let's do it, baby.
Yes.
Part 2, baby.
That's what I'm looking for.
Let's do it. And you know what, man? Just because I like to call him the Yao Ming of the Chinese boxing. Let's take it to China. Your Excellency. Okay. Let's see what you could do over there.
Oh, listen,
that'd be nuts.
Your Excellency is touring, right?
Listen,
he's Saudi.
That'd
We're going
be
to the
nuts.
UK next. He was just here in USA. Yeah, let's go to China.
Let's go to China.
Terry, tell Turkey that's going to be the next move right there. Yeah.
There are some things in the works.
Okay, he's cooking. He got stuff marinating in the pot. Definitely. Anything else, fellas?
We good. No, listen, Zhang has the potential to become heavyweight champion of the world. And when the day comes, because heavyweight boxing is, like you said, we can't predict what happens in the ring. And you don't play boxing, right?
Nope.
All it takes is one punch in boxing, right? And in the heavyweight division, it really just takes one shot.
We saw that this past weekend.
You know what I'm saying? And it's over. So, man, Terry, I wish you guys all the blessings always in the ring to get where you want to get, and that's to the top of the world, baby, top of the world.
For sure. Terry, before we let you go, is there anything that you want to let the people know? Anyone that you're working with? Any upcoming things with not just Zhang, but any other fighters you got? Any type of promotion, anything like that? Sponsorships, anything you want to discuss?
Shout them out.
Yeah, I'll congratulate you guys on having a good first half of this year, and I know this is the markation. You just had a great first half. On to the next one. You guys are doing great. Keep it up.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. People, ladies and gentlemen, Terry Lane of Let's Get It On Promotions, manager.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
All right,
In the
guys.
words of his father,
Yes.
you know, manager of Zang, Big Bang Zang, like Maniac call him.
Chicka lang bang bang.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you for your
All right,
time,
fellas.
man.
Much love.
Have a
Much
good
love. Talk
night,
to you
brother.
guys.
Blessings.
Thank you, Terry.
Oh,
Yo.
shit.
They bringing the pizza. Nah, let me hold on. I'm away. Let's get into it, man. We in the kitchen. Let's cook, man. We get to it after,
Guys,
man.
that was Terry Lane, man. You know his late great pops, man. Judge Mills Lane. You already know the famous slogan. Get it on.
He had his own cartoon
He even had
on
was
Celebrity
on
Death
MTV
Jet.
Celebrity Death.
He's
Celebrity Death
he's in
Jet.
the Nevada Hall of Fame. He's a judge, attorney,
Boxing Hall of Fame.
Boxing Hall of Fame. Listen, his resume goes on, and his sons are carrying the
Yeah,
legacy.
man. True,
Shout
they
out-
cool. They real cool
Shout
dudes, man.
out to Tommy and shout out to Terry.
Yeah, Tommy
And shout out
Terry.
to their mother as well, Mrs. Lane.
Yeah.
She's still a key part in their life. And
Yeah.
we are glad to have them both. We've had both of them on the show.
Yeah, man.
And they both
cool.
represent Big Bang Zang. So we thank
Blessings
you
to
for
them
your
all.
time. Yeah, man. So fellas,
Absolutely,
we got
man.
some, we just do a recap, do what we do.
Where
we brought
my dogs at?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it
15
right,
rounds
though.
of boxing.
we got the champagne.
Champagne
a little
for
bit of the bubbly.
campaign.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, we got the bubblies. We got the bubblies.
We got the WBA
Yo,
strap
welcome.
because it was a
Yeah.
WBA weekend.
Yeah. Back
But while we doing that,
finale.
let's say what's up to the people that's in the
Yeah.
chat.
Shout out to the peoples. man.
Shout out to Jenny, my wife Jenny. Shout out to Buzz.
Jenny.
40 Central.
Everybody up in there.
40.
Yeah. So we this is the season finale of the first half of the year, and it's only right. Yeah,
Ooh.
let's talk about it, man. Let's get X in the seat. Let's get in the seats, fellas. Let's get in the seat. Yeah, let's get in the kitchen.
That
Let's get in the
apron is
kitchen.
on.
So yeah, let's do this. I'm waiting for X to get in his seat. Siéntate. I'm gonna
Just sit
treat you
in
like
the
your
corner,
grandmother,
man.
man.
Don't worry.
Siéntate.
Sit down, papá.
Sam got the
Papi,
champagne.
quédate, papi.
Sam got some.
But yeah, so now let's get into it. We're gonna just go through it, out in
What's on the
Michigan. We got
I know you was about to do that.
Come on, man.
I knew you
You
was.
know we do.
I ain't know what you was about to do.
Let's just run through. We're gonna give it to Maniac.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pat the behind the back, no look.
Uh-huh.
Clarissa Shields
Uh-huh.
went Dare to Be Great.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Fort in her home state, putting on Caesars.
Detroit Little Caesars Arena.
There you go. Going against the heavyweight up there. Going to get the strap three division. So Maniac,
Four
let's
division.
talk about
Four
four.
division.
Sorry,
Four
correction.
division.
Four
Four
division.
corners.
Two-time undisputed.
Two-time undisputed.
Four corners.
So let's talk about it, Maniac. Let's start it off.
Yeah, man. I mean, Clarissa Shields, she's doing great things, man. She went up there heavyweight. I mean, to be honest, that opponent, she just remind me of that lunch lady in your junior high school, But that's not Clarissa's fault. She only could do what she could do. And man, oh man, she put girl to sleep. That was easy work. Look, man, the only thing I would say as far as Clarissa go, there's not really a lot there for her. Notable opponents, all the big names on
There's only
the
like 8 girls in the
126.
division, bro.
Yeah, I'm just talking about even under that.
Only like 8 girls in the heavyweight division for the fight.
It's not like feather, junior light, junior welterweight, Michaela Mayer.
Kayla Mayer coming home, New
I
York.
know, bro. Michaela Mayer, Amanda, Alicia Baumgarty, Katie Taylor,
Maniac.
Cameron, Chantel Cameron. Those are fights.
She got a buffet. This
buffet.
one is the after school
Correct.
snack. You get the after school, the beacon joint.
The hard donut. You know, like half stale, half good. One side is
You
stale.
only got a little bit to
I got a
salute.
funny way of looking at this
but
though.
regardless of the fact, man, we got to call it like it is. Again, that's not her fault.
It ain't.
She's doing what she got to do, and she's looking good doing it.
Promote
So
herself
you
well
got-
too.
That's what
salute.
most important.
Yeah.
That she looked good
doing it.
doing
yeah.
it. What a knockout.
Yeah, absolutely. She
And
look
yo,
good.
Maniac, when was her last knockout? If you like, she doesn't really get knocked out.
She
fights.
only had the third one. That was her third one.
She has
Well,
at least
that was a defining one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that might be the best division for her.
she look healthy.
But that's what I
Very
wanted to ask
healthy.
you.
she look
Whoa.
relaxed.
That's what I want to ask you though, Maniac. Because we know the higher in weight you go up, right? Especially with the females, the less opponents you're gonna have, right?
Correct. Yeah, because the limit.
The limit.
Yeah.
And the less opponents means even less competition, really, for the
Yeah.
most part, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm celebrating and I was hyped for her and all that too. But her reluctancy to always like, yo, I'm going up, But she almost like self like, because where else does she go? You know what I'm saying? Is she almost getting to the point where she's gonna be like, I have nothing else to do, so
Yeah. And that's a no.
she can't say that though. With all her accolades,
There's always the next contender, man.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
always-
just saying,
always
you
gonna
know
be
what
the
I'm
next
saying?
I get what you're saying.
It's
after,
almost
after
like-
a while, your selection is gonna, and knowing her, she wants to fight.
she wants the money. She wants
not only the money. She wants
the big.
She
fights
don't
too,
want.
like-
She don't want tomato cans on her
exactly.
resume.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But
At a
it
rate
might-
she's
it
at
might-
now, it might be that.
like
But
that.
at the
It might have
end,
to be
but
the
here's
case.
the thing.
But it's not her fault.
She-
Kind of like Roy Jones.
But here's
to
the
a
thing.
certain degree. To
We're
a
looking
certain
at it like she's
degree.
gonna stay there.
Mm.
She's already in the history book.
Roy
She
Jones.
can vacate anytime she wants.
I know, but she's always been reluctant to even talk about
Don't do
going
that
back
to
then.
her.
Right.
I'm
But I'm
just telling
saying
you
at
like that.
heavyweight, if she knows that
Pick
it's
somebody
slim,
else.
If it's
Violate
real
something.
good,
if
we
it's
can
slim,
go on.
if it's
Hell
slim
yeah.
He
competition,
has a solid dance.
then-
She did everything
You
she needed
hot
to do.
early in the
That's how you
career.
feel too?
I heard
James
it,
Stone.
But on that though,
Yeah,
shout
I
out to
heard it.
Clarissa, man.
Yeah.
Making history, doing what you do. We see the greatness that you're doing.
What's good,
You're,
boss?
you're one of the few women in the game that are constantly elevating. And we appreciate that what you're doing for the women and the sport. And keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on chasing excellence.
Shout out to the
Yes.
GWOAT, man.
shout out to the
Seen
GWOAT.
40 was with her recently. James
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
over there
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Bakken, man.
Yeah, he was
Check
there.
that out in training
Corner
camp
pocket
before
shots.
the main event.
I
You know
heard,
we
yo,
out there,
James,
man.
I heard she dropped you with a body shot, bro. That's it. She said, yo.
Nah, he over here
There you
pillow
go.
talking.
There you
Pillow
go.
talking.
There you go.
He over here pillow talking. On to the next subject, man. You about to have my man James McSaw finish these. They
No,
about to
man.
run up on him and find out different.
Hey, listen, man. No. We
Listen,
know-
man, you get hit by her, bro. It's different.
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
take that.
Yeah. I know her husband. He every day he's literally in the kitchen with the apron. He ain't say nothing.
He
It's
training
like,
with
babe,
her.
I need that breakfast. Say nothing, baby. He did.
Yeah, he
Kiss the
training.
cook. He like what was that? Baby boy, the stepfather.
Oh, Vin Rain.
Vin Rain.
He in there drinking up
With
the
the-
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Yeah, he doing his thing. Listen,
his-
for
he
her,
got a
man.
He got the tray with the
Yeah.
one flower.
Yeah.
Listen, one thing about Clarissa, she's a hustler. She a go-getter. And he got himself one. So listen,
Yeah, bro.
he spent the block back. He correct. He like, look,
Nah, he
I got me a
alright.
good
Nah,
one.
listen, man.
and I love to see
we
that.
had, one thing, especially us here, man, on Four Corners Boxing / 15 Rounds of Boxing podcast. We love our women, baby.
Yes, sir.
Just know
Shout
that.
out to
We
the
love
women,
our
man.
Shout out to the women doing their
And you know
dizzle.
what? September 27th, we will continue to support the women because we'll be in the building.
Yeah.
At the Garden.
At the Garden.
Theater.
Shandy
You
Ryan,
already know.
Michaela Mayer, welterweight championship on the line.
And who else is going to be on that card, Act?
Xander Zayas,
Who else?
Bruce Shushu, Kerry
Shoes, New York.
Yes,
Cashflow
sir.
Diaz.
Oh, my.
Come on, man. You know Top Rank is coming through strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
And salute to the fellas who's saying we ain't got no problem being the co-main event. Let the ladies dump.
Yes,
man.
yes.
Let the
Do their
ladies throw
thing.
down in Madison
I
Square
like
Garden.
that.
too.
I like
Yes,
that.
listen,
And
yes. I
that shows
appreciate
a
that.
lot. That shows a lot of the character of Shushu and Xander.
Yeah.
Because he just
Came off headlines, right?
Yeah,
had his
just
first
headline.
headline. So he could have been like, yo, nah, he said cool. And Shushu, he's ready to headline.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, I respect that, man. They team players, they understand, you know what? We gonna eat anyway.
And that's that. But yeah, let's move on to next, man. This past Saturday,
What happened this Saturday, Big Mo?
California.
California love
Levels is good.
California.
California
Knows how to party.
knows how to party.
California.
They know how to get a fight night going.
Woo.
That's
yeah.
for sure.
So we had Rider season in
Season
full
one.
effect.
No Duck
Season
Jones in the
one.
building.
Number one.
And yeah,
Woo.
listen.
That just sound crazy. See,
it was-
it's like gonna be
it's
like
like the Game
40
of
it's like
movies.
40, isn't it?
Oh man, it's
Game
gonna
So
of
we
be
have the Rider season
Right.
one
Cause
in
I'm
the
a
States
rider.
because it's the first one he held in the States.
I won't deny
everything
that.
across the pond. But yeah, we'll start from the bottom to the top. First card, Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz,
cooked.
Maniac.
He cooked, baby. He went in there. Listen, right? I spoke about this. You know, Andy Cruz. You know, he doesn't really got power. He's not. I said, bro, he just started with Bozy, bro. Give him
He only
time.
had 3 fights
That was
before that.
this was his 4th fight.
Four
he went in there
corners.
and he fought for
Four corners. 4-0.
And
Against adversity too.
yes, and
Yes.
it was look, Anthony Moran.
Caught a little stinky leg, right?
Yo,
Yeah.
no, he's slightly.
He got hit.
yeah.
He got hit. He got hit with something.
He went in there, and what I liked about Andy Cruz, he fought the way he was supposed to. He went on his front foot when he needed to. He fought on the back foot when he needed to.
Yes.
He got hurt in the 4th round. He survived that round. 5th round, he stood on that back foot. He cooked Moran that round. That's it. After that round, he got his legs back,
That's all it
and
needs.
then he went for the kill.
Paul.
It was a wrap. And then on top of that,
Margarita
who's
slice.
his trainer?
You know.
Bozy.
Bozy Ennis. You know.
So
Shout out to the Ennis clan.
one thing, Bozy, because you know Bozy's a no nonsense guy.
No
That's what
nonsense.
I like about him.
And you heard him in the corner too.
Yeah, he wasn't playing with
Yo, in the
him. Yo,
corner.
listen to me.
He was
man.
like,
Yo,
listen,
I love that though.
Yo, he was hurting
That
him
remind
with
me
the
of-
straight jab.
What's the other dude? My foot. Andre Ward's.
Virgil?
Virgil.
He used to always get that Ward like that in the corner
You
sometimes.
got
And he
to.
told, listen, man, he's gonna instill some of that Philly toughness into Andy Cruz. No, he's not gonna
Exactly.
turn Andy Cruz into
No,
boots.
no,
They
Andy
two
got it.
separate
No.
fighters.
Andy
But
got it.
He's gonna,
Andy
and he
got
just
it.
started,
He
man.
got it, bro.
And remember, these are the new age Cubans, guys. We spoke about this many, many times. These guys do not play with their food.
No,
At
no,
all.
no.
So, listen, man. Great performance by Andy. He did what he had to do because the last time Moran was stopped was by Devin Haney. So you had to stop him.
Devin Haney hit him
had
with the
to.
No,
wicked,
that
with
was
the
one-
wicked,
that was
with
a
the
ugly-
wicked.
He
He
did.
called him crazy that though. He called
No,
him crazy.
no. He put that boy
Who
on
was crazy?
respect.
Whose was worse?
He called him crazy.
Yeah. No.
I
Cruz or Haney?
Haney.
Haney
okay.
way worse.
Haney
Yeah.
was 10 times worse.
Yeah.
But Cruz, he won in the fashion that I expected him to win. In fact, the fights were
I wasn't
opposite.
expecting
The
that.
way
I wasn't
We're
expecting
gonna get
that.
into that one.
no,
Word.
the way,
I know what you're
no,
going.
the way, because that's the
Yeah.
second fight.
I know what
The
you're
way
gonna say.
he won was
Mo-
the way I expected Morel
Morel
to
to
win.
win.
And the way Morel won,
Was
I
the
kind of
expected
expected
from
why
Andy Cruz.
Andy Cruz might would have
But
done.
them light heavyweights, man, we see them. Yo, that's a different division to go up to.
Yeah.
Them light
Them
heavyweights
7
take all
pounds.
punches.
Oh, we gonna cook up there.
You know, they
too,
take
man.
all punches. Them light heavyweights take
We
all
got some
punches. So
cook-up
So
footage
man,
as
that
well.
was that was the opening
shout to
fight.
Andy. Shout to Andy.
Next
Hold on,
fight.
hold on. Let me shout out Andy Cruz, man. Good shit, Andy Cruz. You heard? Good
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
4-0. Big time amateur. We didn't expect a knockout. We got a
No.
knockout.
Yeah.
He got hurt, and I love the way he responded
Yes.
in the interview.
Talk
This is
about
boxing. You're
He's
gonna get
talking
punched
real.
in the
Gonna get
face.
hit.
How you bounce back is what it's all about.
That's right.
Please cut your shit out over there. He did a stinky leg. He did a stinky, and what he did after that,
Get
he
down
came
on that
out and
mouth
won by
swing.
knockout, bro.
Got on his swing. He
Cut
was right.
your shit. I don't like no fighters no more. You heard? I don't like no fighters. Andy, you fucked up my parlays, Poppy. But guess what? It's all good. It's all good. He got that Philly grit. And it was with straight jabs that he was
Yeah, them jabs was kicked
rapidly, like
He's
just
fast.
catching Moran.
His hand speed is crazy.
He's very fast. He's got the amateur pedigree, the background.
When
He
they-
said the
when
one
they
reason
told him time to kill, he went to
There you
kill,
go.
he
bro.
said he did
Scary.
mention he
It's
could have
scary.
stood in
He could
Miami.
be up, yo.
He could have stood in Miami and fought with
No,
the
listen.
boxing. Wait, hold on. He could have fought in Miami. This is things people need to know. He could have fought in Miami and stood with the boxing academy. where you know a lot of the Cubans
yeah.
come out of. He said, no, I want to go trade with Bozy. I want to learn how to be a hard puncher, and I want to learn how to be an executor, a finisher.
Yes.
So that just shows you.
That's what it is.
That
Mo.
just shows you the difference
The
of the
Cubans have
mindset.
always had the pop. The Cubans could crack, bro. When they hit you, they'll put you out. The thing is that they don't go for the kill.
Yeah.
If
Now
they
with
catch
Bozy,
you with that
Bozy
shot,
teaching you
they're
that.
gonna finish you.
Bozy
So
is
work out
teaching you
somebody
that.
always a bad mamma jammer, dog.
And the one thing about Coach Bozy, he's a martial artist first. So don't run up on him and act up you want to. You get laid out.
No, yeah,
You see
don't
what
do
his son
that.
could do.
Don't do that.
And he spars with his pedigree.
Listen, all his
He
sons,
gets it in, man. All his sons, the whole in his
So,
family,
Can I ask a
man.
question real quick though? Moran is better than was Artusian? What?
Hartunian,
Yeah.
Artem,
No,
nah.
no. Moran también.
He's
you know,
tough. He's tough. He's a tough veteran.
He did some.
He
He did some. Let me get up out of here.
He
shit,
saw the
too.
shit. He wasn't really.
Yeah.
No, Ernie,
He got
listen.
rocked.
No,
But when he started battling, he threw himself from rope
It's-
to rope, my ninja.
it's-
That was también like,
yeah.
yo, pack me up because I'm about to get laid the fuck out in a minute.
Early
you know what
in
I'm
the
saying?
fight, it was, he was, even though to me Cruz was in control, but it was still tough. He was hitting
He's
Cruz.
tough. He's
he was-
tough.
he
No,
a
no,
tough
no, no.
buck.
Not taking
He
away
lanky,
toughness
he
and that.
Yeah.
You know, I
Wiry.
salute him in the ring.
Listen,
But
at
the
the
way
end,
that he got himself up out of that fight también, yeah, he got
Oh, he
rocked.
tapped out.
He was on he was
yeah.
like,
He
you
ain't
know,
wanna
the
go
ref,
after
the
that
ref was
quick.
like 10, walk left, walk right. You ready? And then he threw
He
himself
wanted
to the other rope
he
real
wanted to
quick.
go smoke hookah.
Yeah,
He wanted to go
listen.
smoke hookah.
He made
That's
his quota.
it.
He made his quota.
so Andy did what
He
he
made
had
his
to
quota,
do.
man.
I did 6 rounds. Papi.
Listen,
Leave it
all
alone.
my contract said,
That's
all my
it.
contract said was up
Leave
to
me
this
alone,
point.
papi. I did 6 rounds.
Andy
You feel
did what he had to do.
Yes, next.
On to the next one, man. Yo, man. The one
My
we
man.
talked. You know, we talked about
My man.
the other Cuban.
No,
The
man.
bigger
First
Cuban.
off, you ain't gonna be throwing
The bigger Cuban. Because
Hold
we
on,
had
hold
a
on.
discussion about him. David Morrell, man.
David Morrell.
How was that fight, man? Break it down, man.
I like Morrell. We all like Morrell.
Yeah.
But there's a but.
New age Cuban fighter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't play with his food.
Mm-mm.
But does he have enough tools?
Give me a bell, man.
These are the questions that arise.
He
The tool.
So you saying he only got this right
I'm
now?
not saying that he only has. I'm saying there's a question of what's there. I don't know if he only has it,
Fact.
but all we've seen
has it.
is we've seen we've seen some good with great power,
Mhm.
great execution when it's time. He don't play this fool.
We know he has that.
Jab, man.
You've been feeding him.
Jab,
Mediocre.
combination wise,
Mediocre.
body work.
Not a lot.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's not there. Oh, you know what? What's not there, Maniac?
What?
Footwork. The man footwork is minimal, and it's maybe because he always
why I
looking to
can't-
finish his food.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
sitting down on every punch as a haymaker. He has no
The
rhythm.
power's there at 175, though. I saw the power there.
I think
saw
it's
the
not.
power there.
I
But
think
what I
he
said
needs
is
another fight to settle into the
He
175.
needs more than
The
yeah,
175 niggas, we just seen Benavidez fight that. Them dudes that's there,
Talk about
they
it.
take
Uno.
them punches a
Hold
lot
on.
better, bro.
Talk
They
about
take them punches a lot
Listen.
better. So at the end of the day, the lack of change in pacing punches, combination, and no body work really. He was head hunting,
Listen.
He slightly went, and that's a good point.
and he
Uno.
did look frustrated. That's the last thing I want to say.
Very
After a while,
very
he
frustrated.
looked
yes.
super frustrated that even when he was catching dude was just
But what I was saying is with that, and I agree with you. When you get to this level, when you're moving up to 175, you have, like you said, you have to have more in your toolbox. You can't expect to be the knockout and the headhunter, what you did in the lower weight class, because it's not gonna work. You got to learn how to chop that tree down. You have 12 rounds to do your work, and you want to know what they're doing. And I'm getting frustrated at watching this. It's like, yo, you got an exam. Your final come up. You knew your final a month and a half ago. Instead of getting time in the study, you want to cram everything in.
Yo,
for
no,
a
hold
whole
on. I
month.
can't agree with that because I used to. Hey, I just
Wait,
work under pressure. You know what I'm saying? But
But you do.
I'm just saying.
He
you
doesn't
know,
look good
but I
under
understand
that.
what you're saying. I understand what you're
He's
saying.
trying
I
to
understand
cram
what you're saying.
all his work into 1 and 2 rounds, bro. You gotta stretch that work out, bro. You got 12 rounds to get to work, and you gotta learn how to use different tactics of the game. Body work. You gotta learn to use the jab. You gotta learn to change angles. You gotta learn to keep at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta learn to keep it because you know you
And
have the power.
his corner, and that's another thing, man. It's a lot happening a lot on that event. The corners with dudes wasn't listening to their corner. Jab, I mean, that's another fight.
Yeah.
But
we getting
who's
there.
who's
That's the-
Ronnie Shields? Ronnie
Yeah,
Shields
Ronnie
is
Shields. No, he was
Morrell.
pissed.
He
Yes,
was
Ronnie
pissed
Shields.
off
because
Ronnie
he
Shields
dude
said
was
that
not
shit.
listening.
he comes from that old school cloth. Like, yo, this is
He's
what
telling
we
him,
do,
go body, go
and
body.
break it down.
Yeah.
You're making it harder. Like, we have a saying in the kitchen: work smarter, not harder. You're working 2 times
in
as
the kitchen,
hard.
Mo?
Yeah, that's a chef term.
I
Work
talking
smarter,
shit.
not harder, man. You're working 2 times as hard to burn 5 times as much as energy.
Right,
You
the
don't
footwork, Paul.
You
You got
don't
better
have
footwork.
to, bro. Do what you have to do. We know homie's not really on your level. Break them down, bro.
Yeah,
Chop that
money,
tree
right.
down. Break that tree down, bro.
Yeah, same thing
That's
for
what I gotta
Benavidez.
say.
Paul, the same
Dub
shit.
Jones.
Benavidez is the
That
same
light
thing.
heavyweight division is just a little different.
Yeah.
But
So definitely, man. Look, when you look at that fight with David Morrell and Hot Rod, remember, let's also take this into consideration, right? Morrell's fighting the veteran. Hot Rod's only loss at 175 was to Beterbiev, just like Gosvick.
No, he has 2 losses.
Nah.
that's the second one.
No, it's
Nah,
second.
he
So
has
this was
2.
3.
No,
it's the second
this
one.
is 2.
Only
Word.
one
You
loss.
only
So
have
I
one
would be for the
loss.
championship.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Pound for pound,
Tough
one of the
round.
best fighters in the world.
That's it.
It was
You
a
went
10th
up
round
against
knock,
him?
10 round
That's
stoppage, I
it.
think.
That's it.
10th round
So
stoppage.
when you looked at it, right, the first 3 rounds, Morrell looked beautiful.
Yeah, they both
Right.
got to work, Paul.
Hot Rod didn't have an answer for that left. That straight left. Bang! He'll throw the jab out lightly and come with the right left. Boom. It's like, all right, he might get him up out of there. But when you fight these veterans and these guys in these higher weight classes, they adjust. So now, Hot Rod, he started to counter Morrell
With that right.
beautifully.
Oh, my
yes.
goodness.
And Morrell didn't have an answer for that.
For that
So
right.
just like you guys were saying, he didn't adjust. He was doing the same thing over and over and trying to get the same results. My man, now you got to start pivoting, right? Go
Feint.
to the body, feints,
Feints. He don't
absolutely. And Hot Rod is a fighter that he's stubborn. He's gonna stay to what he does best.
Yeah.
Right? He's not gonna try to do anything else. So he's one of those fighters that he's like that hermit crab that don't want to come out. Like, yo, come out your shell, bro. He doesn't. He's gonna stay there. So it's gonna be hard. So, I give Morrell, some credit there. He didn't fight stylistically. That wasn't an easy guy to fight. But yes, are there improvements that need to be made? Absolutely. We want to see Morrell have a better body attack. You're not going to knock everybody out, bro. These fighters got to stop believing that fucking hype what they have. You got to go in there. To me, the mentality should always go, I'm going to win by decision. Because you know what? I think the knockout will come faster that way. When you're thinking long term and then you see something open up, bing, bang, bing.
I like that.
I mean, me.
Train your
So-
fighters to think long term.
Yeah, you have to, man, because then what do you do? What was the plan B, X? I didn't see plan B in Morrell.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
there was no-
David Morrell makes his 175-pound debut. First and foremost, let me tell y'all this. We saw David Benavidez do the same thing a few months ago.
Yeah.
Just because Canelo did it, it made it look easy against Kovalov and then lost.
No, he
To
beat
Bivol?
Colin.
No. Callum was 168.
C8?
Mm-hmm. His only
Oh, yeah,
fight
you're
at
right. Bivol
Sergey
and
Kovalev?
Kovalev. Yeah.
And Bivol. He lost to Bivol, beat Kovalov. Bivol, one of the best in the world.
Yes.
He ain't spank out Nello, right?
No. He won, but didn't.
All right. Well, Benavidez and Morrell, y'all won. Congratulations. I salute that. Y'all outfought y'all opponents. That's why y'all won.
Correct.
David Morrell won because he outfought his opponent regardless. Was he landing? Was it looking pretty or not? He was the aggressor. He was pushing the bigger man back. Same
Yes.
thing Benavidez did. As big as he is, he looked little at 175. As big as Morrell is at 168, he looks little at 175. It's not that easy. Just because Nello did it, I could do it too. All right?
Oh, here
Yeah,
you
man,
go.
X
Here he
showed
go.
violence today.
Nah, we
There
cooking
you
the bloody
go.
apron
Yeah,
this
yeah,
weekend,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
We coming through with the chainsaw.
Playing and roll.
Dog,
Bruh, stay in the wall.
it's not
when I
that
bring the
easy.
chain with the sword.
My boy got all the tools, Uno. David Morrell has all the tools. He has the
But he
feet.
didn't use
has
them.
no.
But he didn't
he
use them.
doesn't. These guys have not been in position to use more than just coming through and punching out Cracker Jack Joe
Yeah.
that you got in the ring with him last week.
But he didn't. What
This
These
is
guys
what I'm
ain't been
saying.
pushing him, bro. And his competition that he's fought, he's got 10 fights. Another one
Yeah.
with 10 fights. This was his 11th. He's
11
11
for
and 0,
12.
right? With 9 knockouts.
Yeah.
The way you push dudes around at 68, you're not pushing them
Yeah,
at
it's not
75.
happening. It's not
Correct.
happening up there.
Correct.
It's not happening up
Hot
there.
Rod's only losses to who? One of the pound for pound best in the world, arguably
Hardest
the number
hitters too.
one.
One of the
in-
hardest hitters.
Come
Yeah.
on, dog. He got put
100%
out by that
knockout
man,
rate.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Morrell ain't
10
put
rounds.
him out. Morrell never dropped him, and Morrell never looked like he was about to put him out.
Dude didn't
either.
even really look hurt.
But I did see, yeah,
11
he
and
rocked him
no.
a few times
Morrell,
and pushed him
11
back.
Yeah, like
with
yeah,
9
like
now.
And you're
not
like,
hurt,
okay,
but like
had he had more accuracy, because it's accuracy.
he don't set
right?
up his shots. That's what. That's
Why Tank doesn't waste punches? Why Canelo doesn't waste punches? When they throw, they
It's
make them
accurate.
but
shits
they
count,
also
bro.
set up
But
their shit all night
You're
though.
talking about an
That nigga
elite
Tank-
group.
No,
No,
Yeah, like,
because
we can't-
David
yeah, like-
Morrell, right? The hype over there. I'm not saying because that's my guy. I said it. Tú eres de los míos. Oíste?
Yeah, that's his
Tú eres
dude.
de los míos.
No,
and
we
I'm
like
behind
David.
you.
Guys,
We
No,
said it.
we
I'm
like
behind
David.
them
We like
100%.
David.
We like
the
him.
thing is that the accuracy wasn't there. You was headhunting with no body work, looking like
No change in
Charlo
pace, no
in the
nothing.
Ronnie Shields crew. Y'all looking like y'all fight alike. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that from a guy who we know has more to bring to the table. This Cuban
Uh-huh.
age of fighters punches.
You need
but
to go
guess
fuck
what?
with Andy, man.
No, he just need to realize that whole lot. He realized
He
it.
just need to know this is a
realized it.
different
And
level if he
be
gotta change
careful
the
in them
pace.
late rounds, all right? Because 10, 11, 12, Hot Rod was punching his face in.
Because he was getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm
He was
doing
getting
this. and
frustrated,
it's-
man. He was
What he
getting
was getting
He
frustrated
said
with.
at the end of the fight too a little bit
What-
too.
what he
got
did
time
in
for
I like the
frustrations,
responses though.
Yeah. We
See,
don't
the
got time for
responses
that.
mean a lot though. At least you was accountable of what you was doing in the ring.
With frustration
Know what I mean?
comes adjustments.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
Canelo was frustrated
And he
with
knew at
Caleb
the end of
Plant,
the yes, man.
he started
Yeah.
pushing
what
that
I'm
hand out
saying.
his face because Caleb was putting the paw
Yeah,
on
he's
him.
putting that in.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep it-
Holding him
He
out.
was putting the
Yeah,
range.
He wasn't letting him.
The
Yeah.
distance.
You know?
Smart.
That's
what
that
he
George.
said.
That's that
That
George
That's what he told
Foreman.
your man
That's the
Berlanga.
George Foreman.
The man Berlanga talk about IQ. Canelo
Nah,
said,
you ain't got-
you got more IQ
you
than
ain't got-
Caleb? Than
You
more
don't.
than more than Caleb?
You
Bro,
don't
we
got it.
don't let
On to the next
Don't
one,
get,
man.
don't get
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We out.
Don't
We out.
Guess
talk
what?
about
I'm
ex
fuck-
Berlanga like
No,
that.
yo,
Okay,
yo.
okay.
No,
Canelo about
We
to
not
put him
shout
out.
out talk
David
about that,
Morrell.
man.
Congratulations, I said it. You are
Yeah.
now WBA regular light
Congratulations.
heavyweight champion. He
Yeah.
called out David Benavidez at the end of the fight.
As he always
That's
does.
the fight that he's chasing. If Benavidez is chasing Nelo, whoever's chasing who, David Morrell is chasing David Benavidez because he knows that right about now, neither one of us is getting Nelo. And then maybe if we fight, the winner of us can get
Maybe-
himself
might
in the
get
ring.
him
even-
some-
maybe if-
what I said was, right, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that David Benavidez will get the winner of Better Be
even
Bivol.
Bivol.
And then I think the loser should get David Morrell.
Exactly.
And then when they
Exactly.
Switch over.
Look,
Now,
look, what
that's a good
Tommy, look what
matchup.
Tommy just told us about Jalay. Deontay lost his fight to Parga. Jalay lost his fight to Parga. They were like, yo, listen,
Let's
what's
make
up?
it.
Let's put Deontay with
That's
you
how
right
you got to
now.
do it. That's what we've been saying.
We
shit
gotta,
like
we
this.
gotta
Four
pick,
corners
keep ranking
matchmaking.
them up and
In case y'all
Xing them
forgot.
out. You heard?
That's
In case
it.
y'all forgot. Four corners
On
matchmaking.
to
Yeah, that's too much.
the
Cuadraquina,
third
Bobby.
third bout of the night, man.
Oh.
Heavyweight.
Oh, man. Damn.
This
Heavyweight.
Damn.
This shit was a
And we
horrible.
should have knew it from what, Mo?
We gonna
That-
walk
We
on
should
the
have knew it
apron
from what,
because
Mo?
Let me just make that
You
announcement.
seen the press
The press conference. The start of the press conference.
Doing funny dances,
Third
man.
bout of the night
Shoulda
on the
known.
Rider season.
Should have known.
We had Martin Bacol.
Bacoli.
Bacoli, sorry.
man.
Martin Bacoli from
Holy
Congo.
Bacoli, man. He's
From
holy.
Congo
A holy
versus
man.
Wow.
Jared
He's a
Anderson.
His
beast.
strength is different.
And
Different.
I
Yeah,
would start this
yeah.
one off, man.
You
Look,
have
It's
to.
only right. You the
You the heavyweight champ.
So
So
you
yo,
gotta
Mo,
start it.
and you in your heyday,
yeah.
you was a bad man. But this Bacoli, man, I don't know if he was letting you get in there with him, champ.
Yeah.
Not that soon.
I'm
Not
gonna
that soon.
Listen, man.
You feel-
I'm getting beer. I'm doing a brass knuckle in my glove. Something, bro. We ain't bro. It's
Yo,
about to get
he
crazy,
was
bro.
hitting him
I'm
with
about to
everything.
turn that into a UFC fight. Shin
Yo.
kick. All
Hey, yo,
that.
Jared was hitting him with
Nah.
everything,
But,
and it didn't hurt him at all. That's
Third
what
fight, heavyweight bout.
Cook it up, cook it
The
up.
American prospect,
Cook it up.
Jared Anderson versus
The real
Bacoli.
big baby.
Martin Bacoli. It was a step up. Let's put it that way. First I'm gonna start off with Jared. Shout out to Jared for taking this challenge because a lot of people didn't want to fight Bacoli, and we see why.
Yeah.
I was on earlier.
definitely see
I was
why.
on. We see why. He's a
Put up
very
your dukes,
powerful,
Bacoli, you heard?
strong African dude. He's got a lot of power. Doesn't got good footwork. He doesn't use a lot of his tools, like throwing a lot of combinations. He's a killer though. He got that George Foreman spurt where that short
He got
distance.
combinations,
He got that
bro.
power.
He got
fast.
combinations
He got that
of
power and that.
uppercuts.
He got that power in that short distance and that mid-range short distance. If you within
Phone
that
booth.
range,
That phone booth.
that phone booth,
Yeah.
it was dangerous.
That ninja's arm
Jared
is long.
got knocked down in the first round, which was the first time in his career, and then later on in the sixth
He
round,
fought back.
6 or
I give
7,
him that.
he fought
He went
back.
out. He went out shooting. You
6th
heard?
or 7th
Yeah, but
round,
he wasn't.
he got
supposed to.
dropped.
He should have played
Twice.
Pride.
He got
pride.
dropped twice, but he showed the
You
heart
gonna
that
go
he
out and
has.
shoot, bro.
He's 24 years
Go out
old.
and
This was
shoot.
his
You can't
first
knock a nigga
major
going out on
challenge,
you.
No, I'm not
against
knocking
a
Yeah.
top heavyweight. Let's not say McCauley is McCauley's a top heavyweight because he's got stories of him
McCauley is
dropping.
the hottest heavyweight
got-
right now.
Yeah, you seen him
bro.
talking about it.
McCauley
He
is the
talked-
hottest heavyweight right now.
He,
I
talk-
seen him talking
he
shit.
talked about
That's
that
how you burst
Dubois-
on the scene.
Dubois
Yeah.
and Usyk. He has dropped them in sparring, and neither one of them has confirmed.
No, he said he
and
knocked them
knocked
out.
them out.
He's
ninja.
dropped them. Whether you want to drop is a drop. Knockout drop, you got dropped, bro. He got
No,
the
knockout.
NyQuil. He
Knockout
got
is
the
a
NyQuil.
knockout.
He
bro.
said
They
he
gotta
night-
wake
nighted
them
them.
niggas
Night-
up, Mo.
night-
Knockout.
He
You're the
night-
heavyweight champ. You know what
Mo.
these
He said
knockouts
they had
are.
to help them
He
off the
said-
floor.
He said he
Listen,
came
put
in with
water
the
on
blanket in the pillow.
Yes, like
'Cause
they let them
NyQuil,
sleep in the
Bobby,
ring.
and then-
Like they spent the night in the ring.
and they was sucking their thumb.
And he
Word.
While they was sleeping.
So yeah, he's
With
Now,
the
me
bow
good
towel.
night.
With
Me
the-
from that. Me night. I mean me.
yeah.
Yo, holy Bucoli.
That's what Martin Holy
So yeah,
McCauley.
we was talking about.
Martin
Holy
Holy
McCauley.
Bucoli.
Holy McCauley.
That's how you
we
burst
was-
on the scene.
We was talking about this earlier on No Duck Zone, and a
South the
coach.
Clarence, baby.
A coach.
Zone, my
A
brother.
coach.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
out there working this week
Yo, we'll
too?
see you on the 16th, baby, to
Yeah.
meet and greet.
A coach that was in Jared's camp stated that there was some things that didn't go right,
Mo.
and we're gonna leave it as that. Just check out No Duck Zone and what he talked about
yeah.
earlier on his show.
Dump a little.
But shout out to Jared, man. You went and challenged yourself. There's nothing wrong with challenging to be great.
Yes.
24 years old.
Yes.
Get back in the lab.
Yes.
Work on some of the things.
Yeah.
I mentioned some of the things that I didn't like that you need to work on. The defense,
Ninja right
the slip.
here, bro.
I think you need to work on just, the footwork a little bit more. It's changing the angles. But one thing that nobody can't say you don't have grit, you don't have heart, because you went out on your shield. And like you said, you're
Gangster.
24, you live and you learn. All the great boxers from every weight class have one loss or more. It's not how you get knocked down, it's how you get up and how you come back.
Correct.
So take this time, like you said, with your daughter, get back in the lab, go hard, come back with a vengeance. And I think after this loss, Jared is going to come back and he's going to be a different fighter. He's going to be more tuned in, and he's going to listen to his corner, because that was a thing he said he didn't do, Maniac. He said he didn't listen to his corner enough, and it cost him.
Let's go ahead, X. No, X.
Go ahead.
X
Get
put the
him,
gun to my head.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Get him, boy. Jared Anderson, Martin Holy Bacoli. That was the
Yeah.
knockout, the show
Tiger Johnson
stealer
Coach
of
Prentice.
the night. That was
That's
the
what it was.
fucking breakthrough performance.
That was a-
You know
that
what
was
I'm
a,
saying? Best new artist goes to Martin. Best new fucking.
Shocker.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't say shocker.
It was an upset.
but not
It was an
like that.
upset for
It
some
was an
people.
upset, but
But people that know
Jared
Bacoli-
Anderson, no, listen. Jared
Bacoli-
Anderson, let's get it together, my hitters. And this goes out not just for Anderson, but for all my young guns here in the US of A. You hear me? Get that
Talk your
shit
talk,
together.
X.
Cut that fucking. I got 2 chains, a new
Yes.
car, 1 million Instagram followers. Cut it out. You hear me? You ain't done shit. A lot of y'all ninjas ain't done shit. But y'all talking and y'all want money and y'all fucking pointing fingers. Y'all want to pick and choose. Martin Bacoli was 280 pounds. And Jared Anderson was about 250 because he's a big boy himself.
Yes.
But guess what? You was smiling. What was that? The dancing,
I
right?
tried to tell you the
Chewing that
press
gum
conference.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
The
Doing
press
that
yo,
gum.
Was Louis Vuitton. Was
fucking
Louis
press
Vuitton
conference,
shirt.
man. Them
Come
final
on,
press
dog.
conferences tell everything, man.
Those press conferences tell a lot,
Yo,
right?
they do the last
Cody
ones?
said, "I'm going to bring the pressure.
He
I'm
said,
going
"I
to
break
go for
you."
the knockout. And
He
if he
said,
can't
he
take
said, I'ma
it,
take
he's
your
gonna
heart.
fold,
He
bro."
said, "Put up your dukes."
Yeah, Ray, he was upset.
Yo,
I mean, he
dog,
wasn't upset. He was outclassed. Yeah.
I was pissed
Yeah.
off at how Bakoli ran through him, though, because I was like, yo, this is going to the decision. Number one, if Anderson wins, it's going to the cards.
Yeah.
Dude is huge. He's Tyson Fury big, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just gonna say one thing,
Yeah.
just to sum it up. The next, just go.
No, no,
I'm not,
no, let me sum
I'm wait,
this
no,
up.
hold on.
Hold on.
I just want you to
I'm
say
still
something.
cooking
Just
here.
go check
No.
on No
Jared
Doug joint.
Anderson,
He
get
making
your
two
shit
pennies.
together,
He's
Bob.
making two
Get
pennies.
your shit together. This is not a game. You don't play boxing, and in the heavyweight
Chin
division,
checkers in the
it's-
building.
bro, cut
Let him
this
do it.
shit out. The
Damn.
word is that he put out Usyk and your man Dubois in the gym as well.
Nah, it's
They
not
don't
even
want
the
no
word.
problems,
It's not
right?
even the
He
word.
did
He
it.
said that.
He said, and
That's
they
what he
didn't-
said.
they
I don't
didn't
know.
invade
I
it.
wasn't there.
No,
bro.
no.
I wasn't there.
This is
bro.
holy.
It said, and
This is holy Bakoli.
neither one of them argued it.
Yeah,
Neither
you
one
could
of them
tell.
Listen,
argued
you
it.
don't hear.
I
Listen, it be
wouldn't doubt
different because you hear it from the camps and all that
Yeah.
shit. Tapes get leaked and all of that. He
And-
said, "Nah, the
and-
only reason the tape ain't get leaked is because that. But now since they want to duck me and nobody wants to give me
I'ma
this
announce
chance,
it.
I'm gonna use it as
He
promotion.
said we didn't have tapes back
marketing,
then,
Yes.
and we
this
put
is
our
the
phones
moment.
away.
And this is the opportunity
marketing,
now.
marketing,
And
and I
this is-
fuck with
and
that.
This is to take nothing away
I
from
fuck with
Jared.
that.
Like he said,
No,
his
no.
response,
24 years
his
old.
response was the right one
Yes,
as well.
exactly,
He
exactly.
said, yo,
Took
bro, y'all
accountability.
niggas ain't got the guts to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm only young. I'm only 24. I'll be right back. He was with, he had Sugar Hill. I don't know if y'all noticed.
Yeah.
Sugar Hill was
Yep.
in the corner.
Only for a month.
The day to fight. I'm not
Only a month.
Okay.
He only
Know
been with
what
them
I'm
for like a
saying?
month, 2 months.
And Sugar's one of the best, but listen,
Wait,
listen.
check out No Doug Zone. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Check it out this morning. They talked about
Jared
it.
put on weight
His,
for the
his
fight.
coach from his
Copy.
camp was on No Duck Zone today.
Copy,
so stuff
bro.
was talked about that
Copy,
we
man.
don't know.
That's
So check
mistakes
that out.
made on them, bro.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they gotta learn from.
Yeah.
It don't matter because
That was all bag, though.
Deontay went up to 230 something for the third fight with Fury, thinking that was gonna help him. No, it didn't, bro. No,
Yeah.
it didn't. Usyk ain't bigger than none of y'all ninjas. None of y'all ninjas, and he's cooking all y'all ninjas.
Correct.
He took the Giants down. Twin Towers, nigga. Fury and Joshua, ninja.
Fact.
And fucking Chisora. And like, come on, man.
And he about to
fighting
give
big
Fury
dudes,
another
bro.
fight, another shot.
His name ain't
Dubois-
fight. His name
Dubois
ain't
like-
Fight Night X. It's Fight Night Maniac right now.
Fight
Heard.
Night Maniac,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Listen, I
There's
can't
the
wait to see.
fusion.
I can't wait to see
This is the
Jared
Dragon
back.
Ball Z fusion.
I hope they bring him back properly. Bob knows what he's doing, but guess
Bob ain't
what?
want that fight.
Excuse me.
Bob ain't want that fight.
He signed him. He put him in there. He let him go.
No, but I like you
Let him
saw
go.
what Bob said to him. They
Bob
started him
said,
talking.
"You be
They
all
told-
right,
He said,
Bob."
"Don't worry, baby."
Yeah.
But for Jared, I don't know how.
As
Listen,
his
I don't
advisor, you know
know.
Bob told him
Yes,
not to
we
talk
can
fight.
talk.
No,
Right.
I
It
know how
can sound
serious
good.
he's
We gotta
been
see
about
when he
this
come
shit,
back.
bro.
That's
But right
all.
now,
He's been 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and that's been the
Get
question.
your head fully in here or get out of here
Thank
because
you.
you're gonna
Yes.
get hurt.
Hurt.
This is the hurt business.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I leave
Yes,
it at
sir.
that.
I like that.
And
Thanks.
Bakoli can't wait to see who
Oh,
want
man.
that smoke.
He's the machine, he said.
Who he's gonna
He
who
said
he's
the
gonna make
machine.
holy?
Yeah,
Mr.
he about to
Bakoli.
baptize the whole
Listen,
heavyweight
He called
you
out
look at-
3
listen.
that he won.
I
Yeah,
respect
he said-
their response
he said he
too,
won
Clarence.
Big
I
Bang
respect
Zang.
their response too.
He
I'm
said
just
he won
saying.
Big Bang Zang.
Look.
He says he won
He wants the best. He wants the
and he
best.
wants Akbar.
All right, what's next?
Yo, listen,
His
man.
checkers, what it do,
What's-
baby?
I tell you this, man, just real quick. The Bakoli Anderson fight. Again, Anderson, he let his young and experience get the best of him in this fight.
Prideful,
Right?
too.
Any veteran is going to fight smart.
Yeah,
You
Ray,
know-
I agree with you.
You're supposed to get on that back foot. Bakoli, like we said, what makes his power
He was on
scary,
that back foot, all right.
What makes
Like
his
this.
power
Hum.
scary is that those were arm punches.
Yeah.
He wasn't even sitting down.
No, he wasn't.
He was just standing there
If he
throwing his
sits down,
it
hands,
was
bro.
just this.
he's gonna punch through your
was
stomach
literally
and
just
out
this.
your back, and he's gonna pick
He was
you
doing
up.
this.
But-
Yo, one
but-
uppercut look like
But
this.
there's the thing.
That's what it looked like.
You
It looked like he
you
did
look
this.
back.
And his neck was
His
going the
loss-
same way, like this.
His loss that he had to Michael Hunter.
That was
Michael Hunter beat him. He finished him.
2018.
They
What
stopped
was
him,
Michael?
too. Michael
What
Hunter
Michael
stopped him.
Hunter did was
Michael
he
Hunter's
mixed it
another
up.
little
He
heavyweight.
went in there. He went in there. the danger zone and he backed out. He mixed it up. Jared has to do the same
so I
thing
think
against
Jared
guys
Anderson,
like that.
I think
He could
again,
come back. He could come
these
back.
versions- No, of course, everybody.
Jared has the athleticism, bro.
Yes, but you
see
know
how
what?
he was trying to play them ropes and shuffle and move and play that.
But
He's got it.
Let's
He hasn't fully discovered or brought out the best of Jared.
Yeah, he's still in
Oh,
his
no, hell no,
pampers.
he's
He has
24.
it.
He's
That's
24.
why people are on him because the athleticism
It's there.
But it's what you
It's
said.
there.
Actually, what we
It's
always
there.
say.
It's there.
Is
It's
this
there.
there? Does he
It's
want
there.
it totally?
Yeah. Does he want it? One, does he want it totally? And two, mentally.
Yeah, that's
how
what it
bad
is,
of
man.
his loss because, bro,
How you
he
come
didn't
back?
lose. He got annihilated, bro.
He was
His
hitting the floor.
back-
He was
got
hitting
up
hard.
every
And
time.
the
He
way
only
he was
got
hitting
up
the
every
floor,
time.
The
and after
second, no,
losing.
he did. No,
The
we
way
respect
he
him
was
for
hitting the
saying.
floor.
And that second knockdown,
He was
he
hitting the floor
almost
hard,
fell
bro.
on Sergio Morales.
He almost hit his jaw on the
He was
yo,
on
like his
Sergio
jaw
Mora.
snapped
He
off
was
the
hitting the
ringside.
floor hard,
The
bro.
first knockout was what I told you guys. He has this lean back thing
Yeah,
for his
yeah.
defense. He got caught with that good shot,
I mean,
and
he
it was
kept
all
going right
balanced.
into the uppercut.
Yeah, the
He kept going like
uppercut.
this.
He kept
the
dunking
punch
right
in,
into that shit.
Yeah.
And you know why too? When you look at the uppercut, bro, you know
He's
you
it's
always
close
want to
range.
tight guard.
Yeah.
His guard is
It's
like
coming
this.
right in the
Make
middle.
it easy, bro.
Right.
That's an
And
easy
he's coming
uppercut.
down to the punch.
Yeah.
Jabs, bro. The ninja was like this. Look,
It's just-
boom, boom.
It's just
boom.
tough.
Had
But
him on the
listen, shout to
ropes.
Big
But,
Baby.
yeah,
He
yeah,
has a lot to
Big
build
Baby.
off of. He has
One
a lot
loss
to build
don't
off of.
define your career,
don't.
man.
I hope it don't.
He could come
I hope it
back.
don't.
Right back.
Let's see. You know, Top Rank is good for that. As well as Top Rank is good at building fighters, they also good at bringing them back after losses.
Absolutely.
So I expect Bob Arum to do what's best and bring them back, and we see what it is. But Coley, on the other hand, listen,
Another win for
Man.
Eddie Hearn
Oh,
over
man.
Bob Arum.
nobody. Listen,
Another
things-
win for Hearn
everybody-
over Arum.
they're gonna tell Turkey
but-
how much you give your knee.
Yeah,
he's Eddie or
nobody-
is he Frank?
No, Eddie.
But Coley,
Matchroom.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
mad.
oh.
Matchroom, bro.
He was telling Jared,
Whipping Bob ass to shit.
yo,
Oh, shit, that was bad.
yeah.
USA.
Anyway, man, moving on.
Yes,
Moving
yo.
on. Moving on.
Next, we had the fourth bout of the night. We had the other heavyweight bout. We had Jared, and we had Jarrell
Jarrell,
Baby
Big
Miller
Baby Miller.
versus Andy Ruiz,
Mhm.
fighting in his home state of
Mhm.
Cali.
California.
LA,
With the essays
Papa,
and
LA,
all of the
baby.
Mexican-
Yeah.
You understand?
Rob Rocky,
And this was
BMO Stadium.
They not like us.
colors. Hey,
whoa, 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 whoa.
They
These
not
are
like
not the views
Maniac.
of
They
15
not
rounds
like
of boxing.
Maniac.
they not like
Shout
These
out
are
to
not the
Cubs,
views.
shout out to Blood, shout
But,
out to everybody.
Shout out
yeah.
to everybody. Exactly.
All the sets. We
But,
love y'all all. You heard?
Everybody.
Listen,
Y'all love
So-
boxing. We love y'all.
Yes,
let's get into that Maniac, man. How was that fight?
Andy Ruiz, Jarrell Miller. Let's
Bum,
listen.
bum, bum,
It ain't much to
bum,
talk
bum,
about.
bum, bum.
Andy Ruiz coming out of what? 2 years
2-year layoff.
layoff. Activity matters, guys.
Yes, it does.
Activity matters. Jarrell Miller, on the other hand, I
He
thought he was
knows
just
that.
talking
He knows
shit,
that. Jarrell knows
but
that.
he was in shape for this one,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Really,
He
it was
in
really
shape.
good.
My
Miller,
boy cleaned up
he
nice.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And he went in there. Now, don't get me wrong. People say he was robbed. I wouldn't say robbed. I
Mhm.
felt he won the fight.
Mhm.
I
I
did
did-
feel
I
he
gave
won
him
the
that.
fight.
I thought he did too.
But
I think
Andy
he
put in
won.
like the first 6.
Yeah, it was. Andy was
maybe-
cooking.
Andy was
Maybe
good for like the
five.
first 6.
Maybe
And then-
Andy.
and he wasn't-
He
he
won
wasn't-
like the first 4 or 5 rounds. Easy.
You gave
Yeah.
Andy 4 or 5, easy.
The round was, you know how he came out. He comes out on his bullshit with the holding his
that's
hand, holding his.
stupid.
Yeah, he
Listen,
wasn't.
the thing
When he
with-
started
with-
fighting,
With Jarrell, he could fight.
yes,
man.
man.
Go
This guy
12.
could- yeah,
That
he
is
could
a
fight.
heavyweight
And he
that
could
can go
fight,
12.
though. He
He
could
could fight.
fight. That's
He
what I
don't throw
like.
his hands.
He's not technically sound. He
He
could
sounds
fight.
just
a
coming in there and
heavyweight
beat you up.
He
Broner.
could fight,
He
man.
says it.
He just remind me of a bouncer that just could box. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's how I see him.
Shout
Andy
out
Ruiz
to
on-
everybody live with us.
Andy
Smash
Ruiz,
that
on the
like
other
button.
hand, he had to fight early. To me, he let it go. Now again,
Yep,
looking
exactly.
at it, I'm glad they gave it a draw. At least they didn't give.
Called that shit.
Miller
I called that. That was the only one that we got right.
Yo.
It was, and that was that. It was as far as from 1
Fucked
to
up
10.
our parlays,
10
man.
being the most exciting. The fight was about a 4, 4.5.
Yeah.
5. Yeah, I'm keeping it.
No,
real.
no. Listen,
Let's keep it real.
Listen.
It was par. It was
Andy wasn't able to fight because of the hand. We saw his hand, right? We saw he messed up his hand. You heard? But in the first couple rounds, they were shaking, bro.
Yeah,
Andy was
that was
throwing.
stage. He was-
Andy's fast.
He is.
Yeah,
Those
he
little
is.
ass
Fast.
arms, bro.
Very fast.
Those
He
little
was
ass
catching
arms
him
is
with
fast.
shots like, oh.
Absolutely.
Out of
That,
shape.
that's a fact.
And Big Baby's
Andy,
a 300-pounder, bro.
Andy,
They
yo,
both
listen, Andy
300.
is skilled dude, man.
Andy like 270,
Andy-
bro.
He's still hitting three. He
Andy-
just lost weight for that fight.
active
He's still
Andy,
300.
an active Andy, man, is dangerous for anybody.
Yes.
At
Yeah.
heavyweight. Not saying he beats them. He's dangerous.
Yeah.
What I like is Jarrell Miller. They said, listen, you got popped like 7 times. We gotta give you a draw, fam. Now you
Nobody could really afford to lose that fight, and this is
You're
why
right.
I picked the draw.
There's a crossroads
Exactly.
fight.
Yeah.
That was
Exactly.
the crossroads
And he keeps
fight.
both of them active now. So
Correct.
now they could become what?
Correct.
Gatekeepers.
Hey.
Dun, dun, dun.
Listen,
But that's that,
Big
man.
Baby look like
there's-
he on his
I
way.
am a real quick. There's a lot to go around at heavyweight.
Before we get to the co-main event.
Shout out to Southside and Coach Guzman and Big
Oh, yeah,
Baby's
yeah, I
corner,
saw
New
Guzman.
York,
Yes,
Brooklyn,
sir.
Bronx, Queens, Harlem, Manhattan, NYC. We was in Riyadh season
Coach
with
Bosey,
Big Baby
man.
Miller,
Yes,
baby.
That's the best camp
Salute.
he's had in a long time, he said.
Cleaned
So-
up nice.
So real quick, what do you guys want to see from both fighters? Next for Ruiz, Miller. Besides the get back, if they gonna do the
No,
get back,
no get back.
if it ain't no get
if
back,
it's not a rematch, who's fighting
No,
next?
there's not gonna be a
We'll
get
get back for
what
them.
do you think it'd be?
But they-
What wouldn't it be? What would you put Jared
Jared
Anderson
Yes.
in with one
No,
of
but
them
not
next?
with Big Baby.
Jared Anderson and Big Baby.
No, because
Ooh, his
I don't
baby
think.
versus the
The
baby.
baby versus
yeah,
The
I think
baby
it'd be
brawl.
cool. I think
The
it'd be
baby
cool.
brawl.
I think
Big
it'd be
Baby
cool. but
versus the Baby.
The
I
baby
think,
brawl.
I think style wise, I think you want to get. I think Anderson Ruiz would be style wise would be a better fight, and you give Miller
More action. It'd
Yeah,
probably be a
Miller and somebody else a different type of fight because coming off that fight with Bacoli and Anderson, those wasn't no regular knockdowns, bro. No, like as well as he took him great. He had a great post fight interview and everything.
Yeah.
But bro,
No, you give
he was
Big
bouncing
Baby.
off the mat when he got
Give
knocked
Big
down.
Baby Joe Joyce. Give him Joyce.
Okay,
Joyce
okay.
been
Joyce
Joyce
been
been
quiet.
Okay,
Just
okay.
Joyce been like mix it up.
Joyce?
That could be
Joyce
a-
ain't been quiet. Joyce
that
just
be-
got his ass
that-
No,
whooped.
he just lost.
But I'm
Joyce
saying,
just got his ass whooped.
let him
He
get let him
saw
get
that. She
stronger.
saw that versus Big Baby.
There we go, right
She
there.
saw that versus
There we
Big
go.
Baby.
Yes,
There
yes.
we go.
There we go.
Four corners
You heard it.
matchmaking.
And Anderson
Andy
versus
Ruiz.
Ruiz.
I like that.
There we go. That's a nice mix
There
up
we
of the
go.
matchups.
There we
like
go.
That's a nice mix up of the matchups. You
There we
know,
go.
both of them are at their prime. Listening to what Jarrell Anderson, Jarrell Miller said. Jarrell Miller
Yo,
said
Joyce is
that
about to be
he didn't want to fight
on
Cruz.
on the toss around.
If
bro.
you watched at the end, his son was
Running a
crying.
train on him.
They gonna run a
So,
train on
I don't know if you guys saw that his son was.
But that's what's about to happen to Joe
Oh,
Joyce.
man.
They about to send him around the gauntlet.
So did you-
Everybody's gonna duff him out.
Did you watch his son? He said he don't want to fight anymore. Anybody that he knows.
Joe Joyce,
Miller.
my guy.
Jared Miller. He said, I don't want to fight anybody anymore that I know. He said Jared Miller said that Ruiz is a good friend of his. His son came after the fight and was crying in his arm, and he had to tell him, like, your Poppy's going to be okay. He's good, Poppy. He's going to be good. I'm telling you, he's going to be good.
You know,
Just
that's the
we're gonna go
reason that
fishing
I
in
feel
2
like
weeks.
Jarrell didn't step on the gas in the later rounds
It's his
because
friend.
he
Of course,
had
of course, of course.
He had the fight to win, bro. But I'm like, damn, Big Baby. But I'm like, Andy's his man.
That's what he said.
feel me?
He said that after.
So he's not gonna step on him.
He said, I'm not going to. This is what his exact words was.
I feel Jarrell
If you
wants
guys
to.
haven't watched his,
Yeah.
after the press conference, watch his
Smash that
watch
like
his,
button, my hitters. Thank you for joining us,
his
everybody.
meeting.
Season finale, baby.
watch his meeting that he had. He
We'll
said,
be right back,
I
though.
didn't want to go in
Oh,
there and kill him. He said, because when I go in there, I'm thinking about killing a mother effer. He said, and I couldn't do that to my boy. And I understand that because you look at certain things. Look at Haney and Garcia. Garcia could
Ryan
have
could
finished.
have finished him.
He could
Right?
have finished him. He was
trying to give
He was
Bill
telling
the
him
chance
like,
to
yo,
stop the fight
get
is
your
where he was
son out of
going.
here. Because he got
He
a
said,
history
Bill,
of he
stop
know
the
him.
fight, Bill.
So you got guys that have that type of intention. Like we said, this is the hurt business. One shot can change the game. One shot can put you in a devastating. It could change your life forever in a bad way. So
Correct.
you got to respect him for that. He said he won't fight him again. So we're not going to see that rematch. And he also named, I think it was Joe Parker or Joe Joyce. He also said
Parker's
that
a
he's not
busy
going to
man.
fight. He said it's two
so
more
is
heavyweights that he's friends with that he don't want to fight. He said, but anybody else on the list, they can get it. And he said he don't even know if he want to fight Jared Anderson. He said, because I look at him as a little brother, I'm not going to shit on him. He took a tough loss. I would mentor him and tell him, listen, It takes a lot. I've been in this game 20 plus years. Don't rush these fights because they're gonna come to you. So shout out to Miller, man. If you didn't watch that interview he had, it showed another
shout
side
out
of
for the
him.
way that he's picked his career back up.
Absolutely.
You know, he lost to Dubois. He got
Not
caught
even
up in
just
some
about
legal
losses
troubles.
here,
He
about
was
them
too
fucking
overweight.
PEDs or whatever.
Yeah, PEDs
Yeah,
in
the
the past.
PEDs.
And
Two times.
he's been given a second chance
Do
in boxing, and he looked like he's going to be sticking around for a while. You know what I'm
And
saying?
shout out to Coach Bozy and the Dungeon, man. They did a great
Bozy
job
was in that
with him.
corner too.
He
Yes.
dropped down to 305, man. He said that was his first time working with them. He started working with Boots. He said it's a lot that he's learning. He's learning their style and their technique. And that workout regimen helped him because he hasn't looked that good in a very long time.
Speaking about Boots, what he's doing with that hoodie on in LA, bro? Like 90 degrees out there.
It'd be
man.
breezy.
Listen,
bro.
man, don't get on my voice.
Take out the heat. Tell them at the
Yo,
party.
you
sorry,
heard
James.
corner pocket shots. He
I'm
said,
sorry,
chill out
James.
with the inner's name,
I
bro.
know.
He said, tread
You still
lightly,
like
bro.
it?
He said, tread.
Yeah, it look hot.
It did look hot.
Yeah.
But Sean, let's get into that co-main event, fellas.
keep it pushing.
Man, we had the co-main, man. Take it over, Maniac, man. Let you guys start it off.
Man, listen. Let's talk about it.
Man,
Let's
oh man, let's talk about
man,
this.
oh man. Pitbull
WBA
versus
championship.
El Rayo for the WBA title that
Right there.
Pitbull making his first defense
The first
of it
defense.
after stopping Riley. Look, man, I'll be the first to admit it. James, Mo, we was on the live the next day. And you know one thing about me, I'm going to keep it a stack. And not only did I pick Pitbull to win this fight, I picked him to win easy, annihilation. I said these dudes is picking Rayo. Whoever picking Rayo need to jump in the river.
I
I'm
eat
sorry.
my crow.
I gotta
thought-
go
I
jump in the
thought
river.
Ryo was going to
You know what I'm
lose
saying?
and stop it.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something, and this is what I didn't see coming. When you saw the Chris Colbert fights, right? Even with that vicious knockout in the second fight, when you look at the fight when he fought Edwin De Los Santos, and in between that he had another fight, he never really displayed real good footwork and boxing ability. He was more of a puncher. He was there to take you out. He wasn't putting punches together skillfully. He looked a little wild at times. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna be able to withstand that pressure for 12 rounds of Pitbull. Because we know Pitbull is the best one-trick pony in boxing. He does the same thing over, that's it. He ain't gonna do nothing else. He ain't gonna throw a jab. He's gonna be aggressive, overhand
was
right,
good.
overhand left, maybe left, right to the body, left hook to the body. Rayo controlled that fight from the beginning. He used every inch of that ring, that footwork. He pivoted well. Once his back was on the ropes and Pitbull do one punch, he was out of there. Right back to the middle of the ring where he had the advantage. That jab that he used. He looked like the Mexican Mayweather that day. He looked, wow, what a performance. And on top of that,
He looked like the Mexican man.
on top of that,
Rayo boxed beautifully.
What made this, possible was that he got popped. Rayo got popped.
Rayo could crack.
Yeah,
exactly.
for real.
So what I'm saying is Pitbull's
More
a
pop than
fighter.
Paulie. Hell yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you in there and you don't got popped, even if you got great footwork and boxing ability,
Pitbull still
you
gonna
gotta
run
fight.
through you.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he
You
couldn't
can't hurt him.
Correct.
He's down. I mean,
So
that's the strategic and the logic, right?
yeah.
You can't hurt me. Shoot your best shot. I'm on your ass. Perfect example: Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz. All right. Oh, Leo was putting paws on Tank before he got stopped. Yeah. Because Tank said, "Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, he
Shoot
let
your
him.
best shot.
Yeah.
You not doing nothing to me.
Yeah, he
I'm gonna
knew that.
knock you out."
Facts.
Rayo can crack, so Pitbull can't get too reckless.
Yeah.
So Pitbull was kept at bay. So Pitbull was trying to work his way inside, and Rayo was like this, you heard? Ooh, just circling the ring, moving beautifully, man, putting the 1-2s on him, and he exchanged with him here and there.
You
know what I'm saying? You gotta stop and
you
fight.
have to fight
Yes.
with Pitbull eventually. And that's what I'm saying. He did everything he needed to do to win that fight.
He fought
And I've
the
never saw
perfect
that.
fight.
Exactly, X. And I've never seen him do that in any other fight. So
because Rayo been rayando, man.
Yes,
ninja.
exactly.
Rayo will
Just thunder, the lightning.
he'll hit you with it if man. Remember what he did to Francisco Vargas,
Yeah.
bro? But he hit Francisco
That
Vargas
was
so
ugly.
hard.
That
But
was
Francisco
ugly.
Vargas, dude, did not move.
Yeah,
His hands
they just stood.
right in
right
place.
That's super
That's that
gel.
gel.
The
That's that
Mexicans
gel.
hand, dude.
That's that super gel.
Canelo shit don't be moving too much.
But James had made a very great point on the live. He said, listen, not just everybody's gonna do that to Pitbull. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. So
But also, Pitbull, on his first fight, he moved up to 140 and captured the title from
Correct.
Riley. In his first defense in the division, he loses the title.
that
Riley-
WBA can't stay still for nothing.
None of those
way.
titles,
Potato.
none of those
140?
titles at 140 are staying still from what we see.
So far,
Only
Theo.
Tails. You
Only
know what I'm
Theo.
saying? You know that, no?
Uh,
You know that. But
here we go,
let's
here we
not.
go,
Hold
here
on.
we go.
Let's not get
Hold on.
lost.
You want me to
Let's
go?
not get lost in
Do you want me
translation.
to?
Don't bring
Do
the
you want
sauces
me to?
out.
You heard?
Tell you what, I'm about to do the Booker T.
Rayo's first fight at 140, he's now the new champion,
And he
bro.
looked good. He
Now he do
filled
look good
in.
at 140.
He filled
filled
in
in.
good.
He look healthy.
And I'm gonna tell you.
And you see who's in the corner, right? He's still Team
yeah,
Benavidez.
Garcia.
Garcia,
Robert
man.
No,
Top five.
Rivers
Top five.
aside,
Top three.
Arguably,
Top
easily
three.
top
Top
three.
three.
top three.
Might
Robert
be the
Garcia.
number one.
Yeah, but you know,
Arguably.
never, never not in the top five.
As far as
He ain't never not been in the top five.
consistency,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's why. But I mean, right now,
He's
we don't have that.
Virgil, he
But
got
top
Virgil
three.
Ortiz. He got Bam Rodriguez.
And
he
now
got
he has,
Rayo Valenzuela.
and now he's got Rayo.
He's
Come
slowly
on.
getting
He
back
got
on his
low.
shit.
He got like 1,000 fighters.
Yeah.
Go
No,
to
but-
ESPN plus all these
He got
up and
mad
coming
fighters,
fighters. And
bro.
I'm like,
Mad
yo, bro,
fighters.
At the
But
top,
outfighters,
he's trying to
though.
get back to his top.
3
Trying to
world
get back to his
champs.
top.
No. Virgil's not a world champ.
Mm-mm.
But listen, he fights this week. We're gonna get into that fight.
And he
Yeah.
got Jose Ramirez.
And Jose.
And he got Jose Ramirez, a former unified still contender.
And let's get to the
140.
meat and potatoes of the fight.
Hold on.
Who's next?
Rayo Valenzuela. Hold
Oh,
up. Rayo Valenzuela. What's next? And do we listen? I learned about Rayo Valenzuela before I ever seen
30
Rayo
seconds.
Valenzuela. I learned about Rayo Valenzuela before I ever seen Rayo Valenzuela because they said he dropped Theo in the gym, right? He snuffed out Theo in the gym. That's the word. Bing, bam, boom. I seen a video of it. Then Rayo got caught up in the I'm that dude, yeah, that Instagram that I got a Versace suit on now type of shit. And he got cracked by De Los Santos. That's how he got his claim to fame. Rayo then came back and fought Chris Colbert and lost a disputed. Arguably, everybody here saw Rayo win that
15
first fight.
seconds.
Yeah, he won that.
No.
He definitely won that.
Listen, that's 2 L's, Bob. That's 2 L's. Then he comes back and wins the rematch, knocks out Colbert, gets himself into contention, and he's champion now. So cut the shit with how he lost. He's done. It's over. Pick your shit back up. Get your shit together. Get back in the ring. Champions are made, not born, brother. I don't care what they say. Canelo
fact.
says, I was born for this. Rightfully, he was.
And
But he's
on that note-
championship made. Rayo versus Teofimo, I don't mind it. Rayo versus Puello, I don't mind it. Rayo versus Paro, I don't mind it. Whatever y'all want to do, Rayo's down to do it.
Let's do it.
Right.
And on that note,
WBA Boxing, Gilberto, what's
Next.
up, my
we're
hitters?
going to the main event.
Shout out to
the
Rayo.
meat and
Congratulations.
potatoes.
Yo, shout out to No
Pitbull,
Duck Zone in the
back.
building.
Mind him
going,
off.
Pitbull going back to 135, y'all.
He
Bet
needs
you that.
to figure something out.
Yeah, go back
Pitbull
down.
going back to 135.
I don't know for what, though. I don't know
Anyway.
for what, though. You know who's down there.
Let's get to the main event, man.
Shakur,
March him off,
keep him
man.
off?
Tank.
They about to fight
Israel-
better.
You just need to stay
Listen,
far away from
we're not
Tank.
talking about nobody that ain't signing no
No,
contracts,
listen.
man.
Pitbull
Let's get to
going
the
back
meat and
to
potatoes, man.
135.
We ain't talking about we ain't talking about fight night. Want to make a dream fight? When they sign a contract, it's done.
We make the
Let's
fight.
get
You
to
know
the
we
fight.
make the fight.
Yo, main event. Your man, Terrence.
Hey,
We're
man.
gonna call him Terrence.
Yeah.
We're going TBC.
We're gonna call him Terrence.
Hey, yo.
Terrence
Hey, yo.
Lord
Hey,
Crawford.
you see how
respectfully.
you see how you have Mazda out there, too, in LA, right? Mazda?
Yeah.
Mazda, New York. Does
Four
the
divisions,
jewels
you heard?
and all that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Four
man.
divisions,
Yo,
you heard?
great fight, though.
Uno.
Great fight.
Started off.
Very
Uno.
great
Four
fight.
divisions,
There's
you
a lot of
heard?
fours going
Listen,
on.
you got
Yeah.
Terrence Bud Crawford.
A lot of fours going
going
on.
to get his 4th weight
Yeah.
class, 4th
Yeah.
championship, right? Against Israel Madrimov.
Yo, Madrimov is a different
Listen-
type of fighter, dog.
Listen, Uno, start it off, man.
I give him that.
That's your man, T-Bud.
I give him that. Madrimov. People, like, even watching the fight, you could tell that he in here. Clarence in here.
Clarence was
We
Shout
gonna
out
get
to
Clarence.
him.
We gonna get Clarence next on
Yeah, we
this.
snuck him in. Y'all ain't even know yet. Y'all
Oh,
ain't
yeah,
even know.
see
You
that,
know what I'm
homie.
saying? Y'all ain't even know that though. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But
What up, y'all?
what up, my guy?
Race at Pitbull too small. See? Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go
But-
ahead.
but-
Uno.
but- I want to throw a margin off though.
Cook, bro.
Yo, 11 fight. This was his 11th fight, right? His 11th professional fight.
11 pro fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, dogs. He looked like, you know how we say we got the Lomachenkos with the pedigree of the amateurs.
Correct.
He's supposed to be another one of the triple G's.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he fought like a Loma G.
Loma G.
Like a Loma G. He fought like a Loma G.
Combination.
Because
Bars.
he has the pause, he has the thickness, pause, like the
yeah,
girth.
The mass.
Pause,
Yeah,
the, you know, the body mass.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Pause.
There you
You
go.
gotta do the different variations. Pause. Pause.
Yeah.
You feel me?
There you go.
But nah, for
Yo.
real. The dude, you got the thing, the footwork and the body movement.
Yes.
You could tell T-Bud couldn't figure it out completely as far as timing went. He couldn't figure it out. And for a fighter that level, that's like seeing Floyd not to say T-Bud is Floyd,
Yeah.
but we talking about in this era, we talking about pound for pound
Smart
best.
like Floyd.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Start in the same way.
Smart like
They
Floyd.
they calculate, they take the data down, and by a certain round, they already know how
What type
I'm
of
gonna
fight
pop
we
you
in.
here, and you
He's
always
one of
gonna
the-
respond
he's
to
one of
that.
the hymns.
He's one of the hymns.
He's one of the
Oh,
hymns.
yeah.
Terrence Bud is him.
Listen,
one of the
yeah,
hymns.
of course. So people don't respect the fact that maybe not so much of what you saw him doing output wise, Majimov, but the fact that he limited Bud's output means that dude is a
It's
problem.
different.
And he hits hard. You could tell he hit hard because Bud wasn't just quick to run in there. You know what I'm saying?
And he's a good counter puncher.
Yeah, so it's like at the end of the day, I gave a lot of respect to the fact that Majimov, you could tell the moment in get to him.
No.
He had a good camp. He had the right strategy.
No.
But
He
the
was
thing
in
was,
shape, too.
the thing was, is that he took too much pride or too much into him being a champ. Like, you are the champ, but this is Bud. This is like, you gotta, I mean, you over here in America
This is LA, pa.
fighting Bud on the
Yeah.
turkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do more than just look like you stifled the number one pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? So besides that, I like the fight. For T-Bud, like we said, moving up, man. Like moving up in these weights, the higher the weight, the less, you know what I mean, it's gonna be able to, you just gonna be able to walk somebody down all the time.
Right. I agree with you.
And at the end of the day, that's what happened with T-Bud. He
Right.
knew who he was fighting. You could tell, dude, like he's a sturdy 154. I mean, that's his legit weight class.
Straight class.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Bud respected it. You can't take nothing away from it. As far as the performance, I give it like a B minus, B around there, because you could tell he was still settling into it, and it didn't look like the typical Bud, the dominating fashion Bud. You know what I'm saying? So we
Right.
gotta take that into account. But I also give his opponent credit for that too. So that's why I still give him the B minus. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Clarence, man, jump in on this, man. This I got No Duck Zone. What's your intake on that main event? Majimov versus
Well,
Pro-
I didn't know much about dude, you know what I mean?
Got you?
First time I started hearing his name, you know, was around the fight time. But Bud went in there, regardless of how he performed, there's levels to this, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna be as easy as everybody thought it was, because I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting Bud to go in there and wash him up, get him up out of there and move on to the next test. When they say it's levels to this, it's not just levels to this as far as skills, but even in rankings, it's levels, right? So you can't, I think when we get twisted is we look at and see where a guy's ranked at, and we see how many fights he have, and then we sit there, we take that, oh man, he should beat him. Look where he's ranked. Look how many fights he has. Oh man, he's gonna walk right through him. That dude right there, and let me tell you something, man. That dude right there is tough. And for that to be Bud's first fight at 54, I wasn't expecting it to be like that, man. That guy, and him fighting Bud too, it made him 10 times better.
Exactly.
So next time we see that guy in there with whoever the opponent may be, I feel sorry for them. They definitely gonna get slept. As far as Bud staying at 54, I don't know about that one, gentlemen. When I saw that, and I taped the fight too as it was happening, and I went back and watched it, and I said, nah, I don't know, bud. You might have to, unless they put a punching bag in front of you, you might either have to go back to 47 or you might have to call it quits.
Yeah, but how many people fight like that though? How many people gonna fight like Marjamov?
Styles, make
Yeah.
it.
That style,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the first fight,
Sebastian
it's like when,
Fundora is gonna be a
it's like when
tougher
Bud
fight
moved up
too.
to welterweight. Like if Errol would have fought Bud when he first moved up to welterweight,
Probably
it
would
would
have
have
got
been a
him.
different fight.
Yeah.
Once
You
Bud
know the
settled
problem. You know the problem with that was he let
Yeah.
Crawford get comfortable at the weight. That's where he messed up at. You should have got him soon as he walked through the door. Yeah, I need to see you.
Get comfortable at 54.
but who's gonna challenge him that much? Besides Marjamov?
Sebastian
that's
Fundora.
Yeah,
Sebastian
but Fundora's there to get
Fundora.
hit though.
Yeah,
No,
he's gonna
not just Sebastian. You got some people who feel like because of his record, they're gonna feel like I could take him, I could expose him, and they're gonna get in there, and you're gonna become a crash dummy. There's gonna be somebody like a Tim Tszyu. There's gonna definitely be somebody who feels like they can do that. Definitely gonna happen. There's gonna be a Tim Tszyu, somebody that's like, you know what, give me him. I could take him.
That's
Yeah,
true,
it's
but
gonna
at
be
the
the
end of the
wrong
day,
thing to do. It's gonna be the
thinking,
wrong thing to do.
thinking of doing it and actually executing is two different things.
Yeah,
It's
but
gonna be the wrong thing to do.
it is.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's gonna be tough.
we
for
know
certain
we
people.
know this, right, Bud? All right, look, we gonna talk about it. Jamel Charlo.
Let's talk about it. It's the
Jamel
main
Charlo.
event.
Oh, here Maniac go. Oh shit.
Tim Tszyu, right? Let's see how Virgil Ortiz look.
King
And even
Charlo
a
said he's
possible-
coming back.
Even Erickson Lubin,
Lubin is still
right?
there.
and even Boots coming up to 54, right? It's
Oh,
been spoken about.
Jesus
It's gonna happen.
Christ.
Now, those fighters, right? I'm going to pick Crawford to favor him, but it's gonna be tough. Listen, if we imagine getting the Charlo to beat Castano in the second fight against Bud, bro, you can't. There's no way.
That's
Even-
154-pound
Yeah.
Charlo. There you
and that's
go.
what I'm saying. And
There
even
you go.
if Bud wins that fight, he gonna have to
gonna
dig
be a
the
fight.
deepest he's
It's gonna be a
ever
fight.
in his career. Cause Charlo is skilled, Charlo could punch, and Charlo got a chin,
Mm-hmm.
right?
How y'all
So
think that play out?
that's gonna be.
That's a fight that I would,
I
like
would
to
love
see.
to
I
see
would
it.
actually like to see that at
and
154.
there's enough food at 154 for Bud to eat.
Yo, listen.
Again,
there's
let's
a lot of,
stop
there's a lot
it.
of hurt fried food, man.
Yeah,
Charlo
yeah,
after Canelo,
Yeah.
Sinzu after Fundora. Listen what I'm saying, man. You get in the ring with Bud. If
Yeah.
he's settling at 154, it's a problem for any one of them niggas.
It's
'cause
gonna
they
be a
don't move
problem,
around.
but-
They don't move around like Marjamov.
Yeah,
That
but
was the main problem. It wasn't that he couldn't hurt him. You seen his face. His face was getting dented in. It was that he's doing a better job and not getting hurt.
but
Not
these
getting
guys, these guys are more. These guys.
He
So-
don't got no head movement.
So,
Yeah,
so
but
let me ask y'all something. Everybody who saw that fight at 54, you think
Tough.
they're looking their chops and thinking, "Hey, I might have a chance against Bud."
Look, one
I
thing.
hear you.
Look,
Same
this is.
shit Charlo said to Canelo and what he did.
Yeah, you're not here to do that.
Yo, Uno, you stupid.
I think it's about him.
I
We talking about him. Let's not forget
He
we're talking about
is him.
Yeah. So no.
So
We
gonna-
know
we
that.
gonna do
Listen,
that.
first of all, we know
We
Crawford.
gonna do that.
Yo,
Crawford.
yo.
No. Crawford.
Hold on.
let's be
Maniac,
clear,
go ahead.
He's still.
Right, one
To
more.
me,
I want to
he-
cook this up right here.
He's still to me the number one fighter in boxing. Let's be clear. He was the first Area 51 resident. He's the first one to buy property on that land.
Okay.
Was Crawford, right? When we was at the old spot, he called me. He said, "Yo, bro, stop it." So ain't nothing changed, but we also got to be realistic. It ain't gonna be easy. None of those fights ain't gonna be all gonna be a 7-5, 8-4 fights. It could go either way. Yes, it's Tim Tszyu. Don't move like Madrimov, but Madrimov, they ain't got the skill like Tim Tszyu. Ain't got the power. Same thing with Fundora. He is there easy to be hit. But guess what? That motherfucker throw 800 punches around. So you gonna have to deal with the output. Then you got Charlo. We already know.
Yo, who Fundora got slept by? You stop playing. man.
Mendoza.
Hey, yo, stop playing, man.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Stop
I was about to ask that. How would Crawford do against Brian Mendoza or Brian Castano? How does he do against any one of them?
We're talking about a different type of
Yo.
nigga, man.
Check it
With
out.
a
Check
different
it out.
mentality. It's not going down that way. Any of them
Uno.
niggas step in there thinking they gonna fight somebody. Man, listen. Stop it, man. It's a bud. It's bud, man. It's the same way as a tank is a bud, man.
Listen, at
Let's
the
stop
end-
playing
at the
this.
end of the
Uno,
day-
check it out. Check it out.
Let's
Let
stop playing.
me get up in here, man. I'm ready to cook up for Madrimov and Bud
Hold on.
Crawford, man.
At the end
Because
of the
they
day-
talking crazy
At
out
the
here,
end of
man.
the day,
No.
It was
truth.
like-
It's only truth.
at the end of the
No,
day,
Tons of truth.
Hold
here
on.
at Four
Hold on.
Corners.
Hold on.
Tons of truth
It's
here
gonna
at
be
Four
tough
Corners.
fight.
Hold on, listen. At the
But
end
the
of the day,
boxing world's talking about that Terrence Crawford didn't. It was
Go
the
ahead,
close fight, Mo. It was the
Nah,
close
huh?
fight. That
I'ma
shit
let you
wasn't
go,
close,
man.
bro. That
Go
shit
ahead.
wasn't close. Terrence controlled that fight from start to finish. Let me show you what Madrimov did.
Yo, X, don't do that, X. Yo, X, don't do that. Yo, X, don't do that. Yo, X, don't do that.
Madrimov landed his right.
Hold on.
He
Let's not.
landed his right.
Hey, order. Let's not disrespect him because that's bullshit.
We're not
Madrimov
disrespecting him.
hit Bud with a lot of shit. Let's really
X, don't do that.
I said that was a good fight.
He knew with that.
Hold on.
Said that was a good fight.
Hold on. Let's be honest
He
here.
got knocked
Let's-
out
hold-
in 10
hold on.
fights.
Let's be honest here.
He knocked
Let's-
out
Hold
Crawford.
on. Stop out.
He
Hold
hurt
on.
Crawford.
Let's be honest. Let's not just do that because his name is Bud Crawford. If we're gonna give the real, let's give the real.
Bro,
let's
let
not
me-
give
let
the.
me give
Let's
my
not
real.
give.
Stop
Hold on,
cutting me off.
Let's not.
Let me give my real.
Because now
Stop
I gotta
cutting me
tell
off.
you the real because you fabricating. Let's give the real. Bud got hit with a lot of shit by Madrimov. He was the champ for a reason. Even Bud said it himself. That Erky jerk, that movement
It's
was
nice.
But no, it was a problem for him.
It's
Because
nice.
you know why? Bud is used to fighting certain
It's
guys.
nice, bro.
No, Bud said it himself. This is the old man's mouth. He's used to
Of course,
fighting
he was
guys
in there.
who's gonna stay there, and certain guys will stay toe to toe with him. When you got a guy that was moving, slipping punches, changing angles, hitting you with that same fucking shot that you got hit with, look at Bud's face. That wasn't an easy fight.
40
He had a little
fights,
swallow.
Bob.
40
40 fights,
That's all
Bob.
I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. How much of that was because of Madrimov?
Toughest opponent in
And
41 fights.
Them
So why
niggas-
you
them
saying
niggas
that
don't move like
he
Madrimov.
bulldozed over him? It wasn't a
No.
bulldoze.
You
What he
taking
done?
it that way. I didn't say that at all.
You just said he was
I
doing
showed you what Madrimov was
Yeah,
doing.
you said he
Easy
did that
fight.
easy fight. Bro,
He
let's keep it
controlled that
real.
fight from start
Let's-
to finish. He was never
Hey, y'all audio going in and out.
topped him.
Huh?
He gave him a cookie, but he was never winning
Watch
that
the leg.
fight, bro. He wasn't winning that fight. We used to seeing Crawford run through everybody, right? We didn't see him run through his guys. Now this is the shit with boxing. This is the shit with boxing. The minute that Tank didn't knock out Pitbull Cruz,
Exactly.
Pitbull Cruz
Exactly.
is the man. Oh shit, the nigga is where he's at today because he went 12 rounds with Tank Davis. He never hurt Davis. He never was winning that fight with Davis. Madrimov wasn't winning.
Well, let me ask y'all something. Was it
I said anything,
Oh.
brother. I didn't say you said anything. Don't say I didn't say you said anything. I'm saying that Terrence Bud Crawford was in a tough fight. He a smart fighter, a guy with great footwork, a guy with tons of power, a guy who just learned from Terrence Crawford because when you are the best in the world, you adjust. Everybody won't fold. We're going to learn how to pick our shots. We're going to learn how to box him up lefty because he's always lefty. He didn't go righty for once. Like, come on, man. Terrence got tons of toolboxes. He's
That's what I'm
smart.
saying,
He's
man.
slowed the fight
That's what
out.
I'm saying,
From
dude.
10, 11, 12, Crawford was letting his hands go. Why Madrimov ain't let his hands go? Why? Because he's not like that Crawford. He's not like a Crawford.
We know he's not like
Yeah,
a
these
Crawford.
Eastern European
We know
fighters
it's not like
that.
are
Shit.
known
No,
to
no.
not let their hands go.
They the
That's-
shit,
that's-
though, Bob.
No, listen.
They the shit.
Yeah, but they know not to listen. Guys,
Crawford is running through
Listen.
Americans,
yes, we know,
Mexicans.
and he is.
He's
No,
fucking
he is.
struggling
Nobody
with a
look-
Russian.
But people got to remember something, bro. The same
Who
way,
Canelo
the
struggles
same way
with
we got love him.
Russians.
The same way we love Bud, but we got to call it like it is.
That's all I'm
He had a
saying.
tough
We gotta-
fight,
yeah,
Bob.
Thank you.
but listen,
He had a tough
that
fight.
was his 11th fight. and he went step for step for the #1 fighter in the world. That wasn't a fighter with 25 fights. And
Teofimo Lopez was calling out Lomachenko
right.
at 10 fights,
All
bro.
right.
And everybody
All right.
said he's bugged out.
All right.
Stop sleeping.
right.
We just
But,
said that. We
but
just said
listen,
that.
But hold on.
Just
Let me
because we look
see.
at a ninja's resume,
But
it's like, oh,
but
10
let me
fights.
finish. This is what it is.
Who's this guy?
Going in exactly. So
Liam Bottle, that's who he is.
Going
my
into
ninja.
this
Go ahead,
fight,
Maniac.
going into this fight, let's
George
keep it stacked.
Kambosos, that's who he is, pulling
I
on
picked-
upsets.
I picked Crawford by decision because I
You
know
did.
you
You
just
did.
don't go to divisions and knock
just
niggas
cook
out.
'em, yeah.
Whether you are him or not,
Now-
it's divisions for
now
a reason.
that
And-
is
and-
the story. That's the story,
And
brother.
hold on. And then, like I said,
You ain't gonna just knock these cats out at
doesn't change
54.
my mind about Bud. Bud is still different. Y'all got to be clear. I'm not taking that from Bud.
there's nothing
I'm
to
just
take from
saying.
him, bro.
I'm just saying is that people was disrespecting my
gotta
Jamal.
ask
Exactly.
Nah, hell
Yeah,
no.
a lot.
What
That's
is
what
it?
I
said.
Oh,
That's
he ain't
what I
got,
said.
this boy ain't got nothing for Bud. Easy win.
Who knows
knockout.
Madrimov, fam?
So then, but
The
so
boxing public is gonna
all right.
shit on this
But-
man.
but
That's
you
what
know,
boxing
right,
does.
but you see, but then the boxing
Cut
man,
it out,
they,
boxing.
yes, they
Cut
hypocrites
it out,
because they
boxing.
go from, oh, he ain't got nothing for Bud. That's an easy 6-round knockout too. No, bro, he's not. Oh no. You can't have it both ways.
It was a draw now.
No, I'm gonna say a
Was it
draw.
no
Actually,
draw?
not no draw. What I'm saying is this: if you say that Bud was gonna knock him out, and you put that shit on everything. Just say, you know what, bro, I was wrong.
I picked Bud
I
for
had
late
Don't
stoppage.
don't give me the tough. Oh, he
I
was
picked
tough.
Bud
I
for
had-
late stoppage.
I had
And now
Bud,
look- and now
Mrs.
look-
Loppins,
and now
11
look-
or 12.
I love it.
Yeah.
And now looking for ways
I love
to
it.
super credit him. No, bro, you looked at him like a bum.
You
keep that same energy.
No, I'm
keep
giving it,
that
but that's
same
the thing.
energy.
I'm giving
credit.
Madrimov the credit though.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. And what I'm saying
Give
is
Bud more credit.
Madrimov,
Give
the way
Bud
he
more
fought,
credit.
A lot of
that's
people
what I'm trying
not
to
gonna
do
fight
though.
like
He had
that.
Gary
That's what
Russell,
I'm trying to
who
do.
didn't know
And
what
you're
to
not
do.
gonna
He
say-
had David
but
Morrell,
hold on.
who didn't know what to do with.
But this is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is Madrimov. This is what I'm saying. I brought
Nah, people
Madrimov
didn't know
up
what to
because
do.
of the fact I brought him up for the fact because y'all bringing up Charlos and all these other niggas.
Yeah,
but they
let's
stuck in
get
their
that.
ways already. Niggas know how they fight already. Bud done seen these dudes.
Yeah.
He had more problems with Madrimov because Madrimov is mostly unknown. And two, he fights a lot different than all them niggas.
Than
So you're not going to
everybody
tell me because he struggled with Madrimov that he's going to struggle with Charlo and Zoo and Fundora and them.
So he's
It's not
gonna run
happening.
through them?
Could have a better chance with them than Madrimov.
I don't know. Because
I
they're
do.
gonna let their hands go.
No, it doesn't. And it's
That's
going to be easier for Bud to calculate.
Yeah, but they stronger.
No,
up
but
there,
they
bro.
stand there more too, though.
Taking his
They
shots.
stand there more too, though.
I'm telling you,
I don't know. I don't know.
Listen.
I don't know. I don't say he knocked him out. I don't say he knocks everybody out. I'm just saying that this was a difficult fight because of the style Madrimov fought.
Styles make fights.
Madrimov fights a certain style, like any style of fight.
He got a
He's
chin
gonna make
too.
any fight he fights. You think so? His 12th fight against Fundora, Fundora's gonna have an easy fight with Madrimov? Is that what y'all saying?
Nobody's having
Charles
an
gonna have an easy fight. They're gonna have a harder fight than Crawford had. Might lose.
Well, they
So what
might.
are we talking
Well,
about?
Charlo might stop Madrimov.
I
would
doubt
like
it.
to see his comeback
I
fight
doubt
against
it.
Madrimov.
Listen.
I doubt he's
Yeah,
going
but
to
he's
show
a
me.
bigger dude than
Yo,
Bud.
we're gonna have to.
Listen.
What have you done for me lately,
Listen.
man?
Yeah, I know, but at 54,
Oh,
he's
he's
bigger.
a kid.
I hear you. I hear you. Nigga
All
might
right,
not be the same for Canelo.
Let's roll it
He
back.
might be right.
Let's roll it back in. Let's roll it back in. Roll it back in. Time out. Everybody's got a point. Everybody's passionate. This is 15 rounds of boxing. We gonna get at each other. We don't give a shit about
Finale.
Yo, check this out.
We brothers,
Yes.
but we spar. As you
Finale,
can see,
finale,
we
finale.
spar.
Put up the deuce.
Everybody got their opinion, and at the end of the day, this is boxing. Just
Word.
give your
And
opinion.
it was a great
Be
fucking event
respectful
too.
about it.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Riyadh season. Was that
Listen,
season one?
Season 1 in New York.
Season one.
I'm about to say New York.
let me-
Riyadh season didn't happen in New York. Madison
me
Square
ask you
Garden. Let's
guys.
let it happen.
Let me ask you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clarence.
Yeah.
Clarence, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We went on a rampage.
Sorry,
No,
Sam.
listen. You know why you never got to apologize? Hey,
Hold on.
we do this shit all the time. Mo, you was just on my. We do this all the time, man. It's the competitive part of us. But at the end of the day, we all keep it respectful. It ain't nothing.
This morning, go on his live and listen to what was talked about because it was spicy.
Oh,
on this.
Jesus Christ.
I was.
Go ahead, X.
Yo,
What's your question?
about to close into the closing of this right now. It's been a great first half of the year. We are in
we got
second half.
3 questions. So
Yeah.
we're closing out.
Boxing is on fire to me.
Yes.
The
momentum is great
Yes,
right now.
yes. Trajectory.
Yes,
being that
yes.
we back and we close in also with Riyadh season. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh. We appreciate you that you are you're doing the things down there in Saudi, right? You built the whole arena for fight fans and big fights down there. You came to LA. You on your way to England and over there with Wembley with Joshua and Dubai. And we was with Terry Lanes. We hope we can see you in China. We hope we see you in Mexico. We hope we see you everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But it was awesome to have all those fights, but it wasn't awesome to be there from 6 to 2 a.m. Shorten that shit up. You heard? Make that shit move.
Please.
Eminem's performance.
Yo,
when
me and
this
X
shit
fell
gonna stop?
asleep. I left during
I fell
Eminem's
asleep during
first song.
Eminem's performance. Thank you, Eminem, for performing. But
They need to
save
put that
that
shit in the
shit
middle.
for the after party at the
Yeah, I
club.
can't do that.
To the club, wherever it's at.
Can't do
You're
that.
celebrating with Terrence Crawford. We don't need the Eminem performances. We don't need
Nah.
the long interviews. Get a Ninja before he comes out to the ring and after he's
Facts.
done with the fight. Move that shit,
Yeah.
bro. From 6 to 2 a.m. is not
That's
it.
It was doing
ridiculous.
good up until
Just saying.
to the second
You know
half
what
of the
I'm
shit.
saying?
It was doing good.
And
Get him in
and
and
again,
out the ring.
thank you for all the promo. Oscar made it clear you can't just pull up in the US and then in LA without hollering at me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle Al, who has sent a few fighters, but I ain't seen them take no pictures yet and shaking
Al don't
hands
do
and
pictures,
kissing
man.
rings and all this other shit.
Al don't do
You know what I'm
pictures, bro.
saying? Let's just chill for a
It's
minute,
behind
y'all.
closed doors.
You know
They
what I'm
take their
saying?
business.
No,
Yeah.
it's behind closed doors, but Al ain't out there taking no
He never
pictures.
is. He
Never
never
does.
is.
And he ain't.
But he never
And he
was.
ain't.
So he
Y'all,
ain't gonna do
y'all
that.
could be out there taking pictures and saying, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. This shit belongs in the USA. You hear me? Come over here and make them cards
Yeah.
here in the USA with them big time USA fighters, with them big time motherfucking stars, Canelo Alvarez, who you can't get your hands on, Javante Tank Davis, who you can't get your hands on. Hopefully,
It's
one day,
unnecessary.
maybe. But until
She
then,
said unnecessary.
this
Yeah.
shit is right here. Unnecessary.
All right, fellas.
Unnecessary. I'm closing my
No,
piece
he
out.
talk about Eminem's performance.
Yeah, Eminem
unnecessary.
shit.
No,
They talk about they said
unnecessary.
Kev
That shit,
Kev
that
said
shit.
it was 1,000%
No.
unnecessary.
That shit's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Save that shit for Dubai and Riyadh. You know what I'm saying? Save that shit
That's
for
even
Saudi.
longer.
You know what I'm saying? Because at least those shit start at 12 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It starts at 12
man.
in the afternoon to 4
That,
o'clock.
that was crazy.
6 to 2 in the
Shout out
morning.
to him. Shout out to him.
My Saturday could have had a few more other things. As much as I love boxing, I'm telling y'all.
On that note, X left you what he felt.
Yo.
We no more
No more
contests.
15-hour cards, bro.
No contest before the main event. Let's get to it. All right,
Yeah.
fellas.
That's why boxing has
We're about
4
to
or 5
close out
fights.
in a few.
Starts at 9 and is over by 1.
Season finale about to finish out. Just a couple of questions for everybody on the panel. Since you on here,
Coming
we're gonna
for
start
Canelo,
off with
y'all gonna
you.
get some.
Duck no duck zone.
You're coming for
So
Canelo,
far-
y'all gonna get some.
Who's the best promoter so far this first half of the year, 2024, in your opinion? Clarence, no duck. That's for you.
1,000%
Oh,
unnecessary.
I gotta go. I gotta go with Eddie.
Was 1,000%
gotta go with who?
unnecessary.
Eddie.
I gotta go with Eddie.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Eddie got to be the #1 promoter so far.
He's global.
That's my
He's
opinion.
done-
From last year to this year, I mean, he
Yes.
didn't do bad last year, but from last year to this year, he's done a hell of a job. He's done a hell of a job in 2024.
Okay. Okay. Everybody else?
Oscar
agree.
De La Hoya.
He's there.
Oscar De La Hoya.
A fan or really what he's doing?
Ryan versus Haney.
No.
No.
Are you being a
Ryan
fan or you being
versus-
really let his
Ryan
resume?
versus Haney.
That's one fight.
it. Munguia versus Canelo. Jose Ramirez is back. All his
That's-
fighters got about 3 fights this year. All his fighters have been active. Oscar has been in the biggest fights in boxing last year and this year. Oscar got clapped back Thursdays. Oscar told Sheik, if you come to LA, you talk to me, ninja.
Okay.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Maniac. That's his opinion.
Talk that they talk about Oski.
Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn? I got Eddie Hearns hands down.
Eddie Hearn's been
Without a
working.
doubt.
He make it.
Hey, you know what I got? I got His Excellency. He not even a promoter, man.
Nah, we
I
not
got
doing
His
that.
Excellency
We're not doing that.
because he got y'all
Yo,
promoted.
yo, Uno, you not about to cheat like that, Uno. Uno, you ain't about to cheat like that.
I mean,
He's not a promoter.
So we
You
gonna
know-
make
Hey, yo, Mo, he over there cheating. He over there cheating, Mo.
if you need
I'm
commentating,
doing the out.
we here,
Listen,
man.
we
You know
are
what I'm
not
saying?
doing that.
Shout out to Turkey,
Turkey
man.
is not a promoter. He's an investor.
Hey,
Big
hey, Uno, if this was the Olympics, we'd have to eliminate you.
He's an investor.
How about Frank Warren?
He's a friend.
Najee?
Queensbury,
Yo,
Queensbury, baby.
come on now.
You
Yo.
gave your opinion.
I'm gonna say all of them.
Let's not even on Frank
You
Warren.
gave your opinion.
Yo, this
That
my
was it.
honest, this
You
my
said
honest
that
answer.
You
This
stick
my
the
honest
golden
answer.
boy.
My honest answer is I like the way all promoters is working right now
That's true. There you
because
go.
they collaborating.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And getting this boxing shit back
I
the way
see
it's
where you're going with
supposed to
this.
be.
Here we go again.
Nah, I'm not even gonna say his name.
No, but
Y'all
you
said
got
to
a point.
focus on the
He got a
promoters.
good point.
I'm
That's
giving
a
love,
good
giving love to
point.
all of them.
True.
And
All of them.
who put that together?
I have no idea. All I know, I'm
He
just
said, I have
saying,
no idea.
we gotta show love to all of them.
No, I mean, like,
We gotta show love to all the promoters.
But interview
Yo, they so Clarence, they so used to letting their nuts hang for them to finally be in a place where they like, no, let me tuck my shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? For the better of the movement. You know what I'm saying?
So that's
Got boxing looking right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the promoters across the board,
All
man.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the shout out
boxing
to
is
all the
looking right
promoters.
now.
Boxing's looking good, man.
Next-
Very good.
It's looking beautiful.
Another
Beautiful right now.
controversial one. So far of 2024, who's been the best trainer or camp this year?
Camp.
Who has been the
Nah, just
best
the
camp?
trainer.
Who's been the best trainer? Who has
the
the
best-
who's had the best
who's the best-
stable? Who's
okay.
had the best stable or
Robert Garcia,
and who has the
Bob.
best
Robert
who's been the
Garcia.
best trainer of 2024 so far, not of the year.
Bomac is
So
good.
far.
Bomac.
Bomac
Been having a lot of wins.
Jose, Bam.
Now,
Mo,
gotta name
Bam.
one.
Come
Don't
on,
go through a
dog.
list.
Yeah,
Name
gotta
one.
be Robert.
Now you
Gotta
got
pick
him.
one.
That's tough.
They gotta
That's
be.
tough.
That's why I said
Okay.
Robert Garcia.
I'm not gonna be biased. I gotta go with
it's stable.
Yeah, it gotta be Robert Garcia.
Okay.
yeah, I
You
was
got
about to say Robert Garcia. I was about to say that too.
You
Yeah.
got he got
Got Harayo, WBA
he
champion.
just got Rayo champion.
Yeah,
He got
Robert Garcia is on fire.
Kansas. Yo, bro.
Okay.
He's working with everybody. And
And
even if
if
he's not,
Virgil Ortiz gets the win this week
he's
against
interim.
a very durable.
That's a tough fight.
Listen,
Yeah, that's a tough fight.
Boyachuk is 24-1 with 23
Knock
NyQuils,
Wills.
and Ortiz is 21-0 with
21.
21
Yeah,
Well,
so somebody
So
going
combined,
somebody
they have
Somebody
40.
wins.
somebody
Out of
going
their
sleep.
45
This ain't a
wins,
decision.
of their 45 wins combined, 44 by night.
Somebody going to sleep.
Somebody definitely gonna have their last headache this week. Yeah, definitely. They're gonna take
Who you
another
got?
pill and that's it.
Who do you got,
Huh?
Clarence?
Shout to every trainer.
Who do you
For
got?
this week?
Best
Bomac got
Yeah, he said
stable
Robert.
best
He said
trainer.
Robert.
Garcia, you said?
Fernando
Yeah.
Vargas.
I said Robert. I was getting ready to say it before Maniac said that's who came to mind. Robert.
Okay, X, who you got?
Robert Garcia, bro. Robert Garcia doing his thing.
Can't really argue with that, especially as far as like his
Derek
stable.
James.
You
Shout
said
out to Derek
stable.
James.
Yeah, as far
Yeah,
as
yeah. I'm just saying, but then
stable.
then on top of the stable, where they at right now. He has some killers. Robert Garcia got some
and they're
killers.
active.
He just
Yeah.
got a
They're
world
handling
champion.
businesses.
And he was
And
an
you always-
underdog.
And you always got to keep Bomac in there just because he got the number one.
Bomac got
Bomac
No,
got
Bomac-
Yeah.
everybody to
I mean, he got the young
Yeah,
boys
Bomac-
walking too.
I mean,
Got the young
Bomac,
boys.
he's still he the champion because he got the trainer.
I
of
like
the
how he
year.
stays active though with the
number
younger
one
fighters
pound
too.
Fight in the
Yeah,
world.
we do all the time. Shout out to
Let's go.
Bomac.
The last question. Let's go.
Got some quick trivia. We're going trivia. Clarence, you know boxing, huh? You know boxing,
I
huh?
don't know. It depends on what you're talking
We
about.
got a giveaway. We got a giveaway. Pull that. We'll
I
see.
may not be able to answer it. I don't know, so don't get mad if I can't answer it.
Listen, man. Listen, you a fat man at heart, man.
It's a 10
Listen,
count.
I
You
don't
gotta
know.
We got gift cards right here. Cheesecake Factory.
I may not be able to answer it, but go ahead. I'll try.
Maniac, man. Oh, man.
Cheesecake Factory gift cards
Bet.
on deck.
Listen, we got question number. I'm gonna start off with this one. What is the oldest professional boxing organization in the world? You got A, WBC, B, IBF, 2,
C.
WBA, 3, C, sorry, C,
C, I meant to say
WBA,
C.
or D, WBO.
You got 10 seconds. 10, 9,
9,
8,
8,
7,
7,
Oh my
6,
God.
5,
WBO?
3.
3,
Is it WBO?
WBA.
Give me
don't know.
straight. WBA.
You don't feel bad. I didn't even know the answer.
It's
to that.
WBA.
Oh, the WBA is the
Okay.
oldest sanctioning body.
Okay,
Professional
WBA.
sanctioning
It's close
body.
to it.
All right, we're gonna go
I'll
with something a little lighter for you, a little lighter. All right. What is the maximum weight limit for the lightweight division?
Oh.
130 pounds. A, B, 142 pounds. C, 133 pounds, or D, 135 pounds.
Say that last one.
Wait, what's the question?
What is the maximum
He said
weight
it's the
limit
maximum.
for
So, the
lightweight
weight for lightweight.
division professional
maximum.
boxing?
Oh, lightweight.
A, 130 pounds. B, 142 pounds. C, 133 pounds. Or D, 135 pounds. You got 10 seconds.
C.
9. C, 133 pounds. And
Yeah.
D,
No.
135 pounds.
Lightweight.
That's
yeah,
lightweight division.
That's the max.
All right.
You
Anything
said that
above
the max
that,
is one.
out
You
to
said the max though, right?
I said the maximum weight limit for the
lightweight.
lightweight division, professional boxing.
Oh shit! I gotta get my sound together over here. Okay.
This is
Go
an open
ahead.
question for everybody. Who has the fastest knockout in boxing history?
Let him answer that. Let's see.
Ready? I'm gonna ask this question again. Who has the fastest? Clarence, we're gonna leave it for you. Maniac, so leave it for you. We're gonna leave it for you. Who has the fastest knockout in boxing history? Is it A, Muhammad Ali, B, Mike Tyson, C, George Foreman, or D, Mike Collins? 15, 14,
10
13.
seconds.
I'm gonna give him 15 for 13, 12, 11, 10,
Good question.
Mm,
9,
Consider that.
8,
yeah, that one's
7,
tough. Muhammad, is
6,
it Muhammad Ali? I'll say
5,
Ali. I'm not gonna go with Tyson.
4.
Ali.
The final answer? 3.
Ali.
And it's D, Mike Collins.
Mike Collins. He
He-
over Mike
Mike
Tyson.
Collins.
It was who has the fastest knockout in boxing
Yeah,
history.
Mike,
Mike Collins entered the Guinness Book of World Records with the fastest knockout in boxing history with 4 seconds versus Pat Bronson in the 1947
Damn.
Minneapolis Golden Gloves in Minnesota.
Damn.
4
Wow.
seconds.
Wow.
That's crazy.
oh, that
4
was
seconds.
Golden Gloves.
Golden
That was
Gloves.
Golden Gloves, man. You should have
See,
known that.
I'm thinking professional.
Ooh, we set that up for you to ooh.
See, he got me with
You're
that.
supposed to be the amateur golden, you know all that. But yeah, bro, that's the trivia for this week, man. Listen, man,
That's the show for this
People,
week, y'all.
we
That's
thank
the
y'all.
first season.
That's the first-
half.
that's the season finale, man. 15 rounds of boxing, man. We do it for the people. We do it for you. Listen, we city to city, state to state, press conferences, fight, gyms, you name it. You're going to see Four Corners there. You're going to see the whole squad. You're going to see a representative. We like the Wolf Pack, man. When you see one, you're going to see them all. So shout out to everybody that has been supporting this. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend. We're moving up. Next half of the season, we aiming for 25K and above, 2,500. We're going for 2,500 and above. So let's push the narrative, people. We're trying to keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who's in
And
the
I
chat.
don't like no more fighters.
Just Kev,
I don't like nobody.
Paul,
X
Buzz,
is solo this shit.
Buzz,
Maniac.
Doug,
Closing
Tim
maniacs.
Shepard.
Closing statements, fellas.
Nah, man, just
Jenny.
shout to the team, man. Dudes is working.
40 behind the lens all day.
Mo, Uno, X, y'all my brothers, man. You already know.
Yes,
We
sir.
gonna keep our foot on the gas. All gas, no brakes, man. That's what we
Facts.
do. Four Corners. Shout to everybody that mess with us.
Word. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Just. Shout out to Kev. Who we got on here? Shout out to Ron. Shout out to Clarence. Shout out to Money Ray. You already know. Shout out to Jenny, my wife. Shout out to everybody that support us, man.
everybody
Yeah,
that
the
support.
Boxing Source, Buzz, you've
Just a
been
lot
on
to
here.
name.
Just everybody, man. We got
man.
love for everybody. Thank
And
you for
that's it,
supporting us,
Yeah,
man.
Thank you.
This season has been a ongoing season. We had trials and tribulations, but our goal for the next part of the season, we're coming back better and stronger. We got a lot of things we got in the mix that we're working on. We're gonna be a change in scenery in the set, so it's a lot of things gonna be changing on, and we're gonna make it better for you guys with the production. So on that note, salute to y'all, to the
I
4,
know.
to the 40.
And
Shout
who
out to
it
y'all.
is, huh?
Oh, one quick thing. Saturday, August 31st. Put this out there. Saturday, August 31st. We are doing a back to school book bag drive. We will be posting up the information. It'll be posted on our Instagram, on social media. We'll be hosting one. 40 Central is going to be hosting one. So that's 2 back to school book bag drives that's going to be distributed here in the Bronx.
Yes.
All the information is going to be dropped. Also, next week, Clarence, you got your situation, your meet and greet next week.
Yes.
We're going to be pulling up, showing support for you, my brother, as you always show support for us. And on that note, much love to y'all.
Yo, shout out to Terry Lanes for joining us today.
Yes,
Terry Lanes,
shout out to
yes,
Terry
yes,
Lanes,
yes,
man.
yes,
Shout out
yes.
to Terry Lanes. Appreciate you, my brother.
Yes.
Took
We
time
be
out.
right back, y'all. Just
Shout out to
can't
all the
stop it,
4
won't
cornerers of the world.
To the
You know what I
4
mean?
corners of the
You know
world.
what I mean? You know what it is.
Say who it is. Y'all know what it is and who it is. We love y'all, man. Salute. We see y'all in a couple
We'll
weeks.
be back. We'll be back.
Right.
Adios.
Another bang.